right? Plenty of tried and plenty of failed. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. Bye. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know my bro King got me, see that's a black bond that can't be broken. No Idris Alba, I'm a black bond, aiming a scope and all black panel. You can never try playing us token. Yeah, we playing games, but now one of us playing or joking. Not for real. Oh wait, then Jackmove came in with the trophies, God in a lane of its own. Like how can you gamers approach me? Tell kids Smoove to body you in Halo, then sing your family an angel emoji. You should've known, dog, you ain't got enough Series X's. Blind got all the answers, no, you ain't gotta ask Siri questions. All the latest gaming news gotta be here to check it. Since 2015 and beyond, I'm just here to respect it. When you at the top of your tier, it's a blessing. From the bottom, so no way we appear to be desperate. This for anybody doubting, I'm clearing a message. And if you ever had a problem, I'm here to correct. Plenty of fail. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know what it is, man. Weapon Will Podcast, y'all know what we got in the building, man. We got BG. We got Kid Smoove, we got Jackmove, we got Black Bond, I mean. Blandrew, I mean, what you can't out strafe us, bro. Like, the strafe too strong.
Yo, mic check, mic check. Chat, what is going on? Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Let me know if the levels is all good. Do I sound sultry? Whack move?
I might get my shit hooked up. I'm bugging. Hold on. Definitely don't. Fuck. Alright, not here.
Okay. How are you, good sir?
Wow. Huh?
How are you, good sir?
Good, brother. How you doing?
You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling all right and feeling good on this, this fabulous Sunday afternoon.
You recover from what that Returnal last boss did you?
Oh man, this is what you gonna bring up. This is how
did you recover? I'm just asking.
Oh man, the narratives. I saw the narratives already starting. The lore and the narratives and the legend has already spread around. So, I guess.
I'm just asking, best friend.
Right. Blandrew, how are you, good sir? F you too. All right, let's see if I ever ask you anything again.
This is Kid Smoove. I'm fine. I'm saying something now because I gotta run and grab something right quick, just in case you call on me. All right.
Oh, my mic ain't right. That's crazy.
All right, cool.
There you go. I sound now.
Yeah, you good.
All right.
Agent of Chaos, what would you like? I know you came in here to cause some disruption in the universe. So it's to sow some seed of chaos.
One of the worst Monopoly players right there. That's my guy.
Oh man. Man could sow destruction and chaos in the community, but can't win a Monopoly game. Say it ain't so. That's tragic.
Why these Sundays be coming around so quick, man? It feel like I just got done doing a goddamn podcast, bro. What's going on, BG?
Did you? You ain't doing this week.
We did Weapon Wheel Sunday. What you mean?
Yeah, that's a different week, sir.
It feel like the same week, man.
Oh man, it's because you spent the whole week sleeping, probably.
I guess.
Is it true you have hold on. Is it true you had or have a Krusty Krab tattoo? A Krusty the Clown tattoo, I mean?
Krusty the Clown. I do actually have a Krusty the Clown tattoo. Yeah, I
What's
do.
wrong? What's wrong with you, bro?
You know, I'm a huge animation fan. I love cartoons, man. Simpsons was one of my favorite cartoons. Krusty the Clown, one of my favorite characters. You know, I like clowns too, BJ. I hang out with you every week, so I don't see the issue. I don't see the issue.
Okay.
I don't see the issue. Okay.
Good one. Good one.
Yeah,
Good
I know.
You out here?
Right?
You out here getting thought tats? You know, of Krusty the Clown on your leg. That's cute.
I was gonna get your lips tattooed on my dick, but
oh man, yeah. You a freak ass nigga. You know that.
Keep it up, buddy.
You a real freak ass nigga.
Keep it up, bucko.
Yeah, all right. You know if you have grandkids, they're gonna eventually gonna hear these tapes, right? And how you gonna explain that, Jack?
I ain't have no grandkids, man.
You gonna explain saying all this freaky shit on a podcast?
Damn.
Hey, yo, Tony, you
again? Yo, Jack being a widow again?
Of course he is.
Oh,
Speaking of weirdos, what's good, Tony? How you doing, bro?
oh my gosh, not as weird as you.
You got a fucking perm and curlers in your head right now, calling me a weirdo. Come on, brother.
Shut your ass up.
Don't do that.
Oh man.
What color nail polish you got on, Tony?
Tony, what you came in here for? You sound like you moving furniture. What you doing?
I was moving somewhere around. But I came in here for my brother Blandrew. You know, I gotta say something real quick to him.
Oh
real quick.
gosh.
Then I'm gonna head out.
Okay. I just go ahead. You're probably gonna have to whatever you about to say. You're probably gonna have to get up off the floor, off your knees after. But go ahead.
Shut your ass up.
Is my voice coming through or no?
It
What's good, brother?
Yeah. Okay, how's it going? What's up, Tony?
Yeah, what's up, man? Hey, y'all go do it. Do your intros. You do after the intros, man.
Oh,
you don't run nothing right. You don't run nothing right here, man.
Exactly. Like, listen. Go ahead and suck him off real quick, and then we'll start the podcast.
Nah, you like that, bro. Hold on, let me get a little drink of water.
Oh my god. Anyway, all right.
You gotta get a drink of water first. Your mouth.
Hey, Jack. You know Tony not a novice out here. He been around these. He done this before.
Just shut your ass.
Go ahead, Tony. Get your shit off, Queen.
You know, I'd sing a little song real quick.
Get your shit off, Queen.
Shut your ass up, nigga.
You stupid. Hey, man. I want to, not spend too much time on, Tony's nonsense. Should get right into this. Don't know where the hell Bond is. He should have got the memo that we would start at 5, but either way. Yeah, man, this is Weapon Wheel Podcast, episode 316. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We're on iTunes, SoundCloud. Well, not on SoundCloud anymore. I'm tripping. Haven't used SoundCloud in a minute. We're on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, all your favorite, audio streaming platforms. If you want to support the podcast, you could do that at our Patreon. Links in the description for that. You can also become a channel member. If you support the Patreon, you get access to the Discord. You also get access to Weapon Wheel After Dark. And them joints been fire. Them joints been heat, okay? If you don't believe me, go ask somebody. Ask somebody who's listening to Weapon Wheel After Dark. You should check that out. It's only it's only $6 a month. And you literally get 4 shows. It's essentially getting 4 extra podcast episodes for $6, right? Can't debate that. So yeah, please hit the like button. We appreciate all the support. If you want a video to be featured during the podcast, one of your videos, and you want to submit it, link is in the description for that. Just drag and drop your video, and it will most likely be used. And I just want to let's get to these intros. All right.
Hey, real quick, Weapon Wheel may not be on SoundCloud, but my new shit will be. Y'all check that out.
We trying to hear that shit.
You got an album coming out?
T-shirt. Hold up. No, Mike. Go ahead. It
ain't under Jiggy Records. Let that out.
Tony, can you say what you want to say and get out?
Yo, do the intros, bro. Go.
Oh my god, bro! Say what you gotta say and get out.
I got an intro with it though.
Hold up,
Y'all
Tony.
go ahead first, bro. Yo, what you say?
Tony's verified. You know he is a human, and you know he's a male.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Well, we don't know that.
We gotta run background checks on these
Oh,
people
man.
now.
Yes, sir.
We still debate if Tony can even use the N-word. We're not sure if he's black.
No,
okay,
brother.
Hey,
Yo,
as
I'm
long
not
as we
Alex,
know
bro. Don't play with
him.
That's crazy.
Tony, say what you gotta say. Say your intro. Okay, you want to do an intro? Go ahead.
I go first. All right, man. Adventures of NewYokio. And, I was checking out the podcast last week and I saw Blandrew, my brother in Christ, I'm not sure if I'm not sure if you missed it, but because I got suspended. But before I got suspended, I announced I'm quitting picking the guests for Weapon Wheel. So if these niggas trash, these niggas weak, don't be hitting my line about no guests. I got one last guest in the tuck that I gave BG. He still ain't had him on, but that was low. But I ain't like how I was being treated over here at Weapon Wheel LLC, and I handed in my resignation.
Snore.
So don't be hitting me up about no
my tax
guests.
forms.
I don't want to be getting hit about no more guests no more. Bro.
Ain't nobody been hitting you up, Tony. Stop this stop this bullshit. Ain't nobody been hitting you up.
Niggas been hitting me up. Yo, the guests over there looking crazy.
All the guests been fired. Nobody been complaining. They trying to hype you, my guy.
Nah,
they've been feeding you false information, bro.
Listen, I ain't trying to bring no trouble to BG Door, so I ain't gonna say who, but he had a guest on recently, and I was like, yo, I ain't watching this episode. Hey.
Who was it, Tony? I wasn't here last week.
He probably talking. She would probably beat your ass in real life. Stop playing.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
All right, okay.
I ain't saying no names, but hey, man, I saw Blanchard talking about, was the guest from Tony, and I had to let him know.
Tony certified.
Ain't no more Tony certified guests.
Tony, you done?
No
I'm hovering over the disconnect. You came in here to waste our time and say that. Nobody was asking about that.
Well, Blanchard was asking about that last week. What you talking about? One last thing too. I was speaking to Blanchard. My Cyberpunk review was supposed to drop, but I feel like it was up to Blanchard quality. It was feeling more like BG quality, so it got delayed. But it's coming soon. I'm trying to compete with Blanchard for the best reviews around here, bro. Facts. I'm out.
Wow.
Anyway,
he said it got the BG stank of approval on it.
This nigga can't say a word without an extra W in it, but he thinks somebody gonna watch his reviews. If you don't get your nut ass out of here, Tony. Anyway, all right, let's do these intros.
You couldn't pronounce WCW.
It would WCW. Like, come on, get out of it. All right, let's do these intros. Black Bond, welcome back.
Fuck the intros. Where's my money, Smoove?
Yo, what the fuck going on, man?
Yo, he up here buying cookies from people.
Oh, I bought those cookies I bought those cookies months ago.
You should have returned it.
You don't mind me asking, how much do cookies run you, bro?
They're expensive, bro.
I won that bet 2 months ago, Smoove.
Yeah, but those cookies came, like I said, I forgot that I ordered them. They just happened to come.
Yeah.
Those are Dustin Laguerre's cookies, right?
Laguerre Bakery, yeah.
Do I need to open up like a Black Bond bakery? How do I get paid?
Yeah, make some cookies or some pickles. I don't know, something.
Pickles?
Wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. Okay, never mind.
Oh, Jack, yeah, I saw your comment about the Jiggy merch.
Yeah, what's up with that? Smoove? What's going on, brother?
What? Like,
I'm still waiting for you to, you bought fucking a myriad of colors in the Weapon Wheel Kid Smoove t-shirts. Where's the Jiggy merch t-shirts?
Wait, I had to buy my own
Kid
Smoove t-shirts.
I know you got to buy your own Jiggy merch t-shirts too. Where they at, brother?
I mean,
all right.
And why did you just ask Black Bond to make you a pickle? What you got going on over there?
No, I was just giving
BG move this along.
I ain't trying to be here all night. You niggas is anyway. Bond, you done?
Yeah, I've been done. They went
all
on
right.
a tangent of pickles.
Smoove.
What's up,
Blandrew?
Oh, I gave my intro like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that was your intro. You talking about pickles and cookies.
Oh, yeah.
That was a goddamn disaster.
Let's have a good episode today.
Thank you, Blandrew. Somebody fucking normal around here. Jack.
Let's have a good episode today.
All right.
You wish you had a voice this good, Jackmove. Admit it.
What is going on today?
Y'all boys are different today. And our guest today, first time on the show, Whitney Vision. How you doing?
I'm good. I've just been listening to you guys trying to work out what the hell you're talking about.
I thought you kicked Tony out of here, BG. What the fuck going on? Oh no, that's
You
somebody
stupid. Yeah, they crazy like that. But how are you?
I'm good. Well, I was fine until some weird stuff going on today on Twitter. I know you guys have probably seen it about this catfish, to be honest.
Yeah.
So we should get onto that later. But yeah, I'm good. How's everyone?
Good. Appreciate you being on.
Keeping.
Yeah, appreciate you being on, especially since it's still Women's History Month and everything like that. So, been trying to highlight some women in the community and all that stuff. So, Yeah.
Men trying to take that too, apparently.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's Women's Month. Let's be a woman.
I love the
Well-
accent. I love the accent.
Oh, thank you. Well, yeah, it stands out a lot amongst you guys. So
Yeah.
How come you don't never say that when Tony's around, Kid Smoove?
I was wondering it, but I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was wondering.
I just thought he had nipped tongue. I didn't know that was an accent.
All the UKians we had on this podcast from One Night, Tony. Who else we had over here? A couple other people.
All right. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let that catfish topic wait. We're gonna get to that later.
We might as well get
Yeah.
it out of the way right now.
Oh my God. Do we have? All right.
Yeah, just get it out of the way. 10
All
minutes.
right. 10 minutes. No longer than that. I ain't talking about this weirdo longer than that. All right. So
keep it clean as well.
yeah. So we've seen an uptick in the community of women that are engaging in console wars and stuff like that, and it's been suspicious. Some people have noticed. So just today, one guy came out and admitted that he was in corroboration with his sister. He was pretty much pretending to be his sister, running the account, even got her on camera to prove that it was her, but it was really him behind the whole master plan and everything like that. He was in a Twitter space. He claimed it wasn't a master plan at first. It was just really just like a social experiment. He was trying to prove something. Either way, the reasoning for it is weird. He was pretending to be that Sophie woman. It's his sister. He was the whole thing behind it. That account, got a few thousand followers pretty quick, like a bunch of these accounts around here. And that's really it. That's really what happened. And this is the first, catfish that we know of. I've been saying I've been saying that I think there's more than one around here, but this is the first one that came out and straight up said I was catfishing.
I should have followed my gut. I mean, I thought the tweets were weird. I remember I said to you a while ago, I DM'd you because there was that video where she was just saying about like ending console wars and stuff like that, and I was like, what is this? Where has this come from? And then I went on the account, it had like thousands of followers, and I was like, I've never seen this girl before. But I like to keep an open mind because as a woman, a real woman, no offense.
Oh shit, a real woman.
Yeah, you got to say that nowadays.
Well, apparently, yeah, exactly. But I like to find other women in the space. So one, I was disappointed when they were like posting a load of corny stuff. I'm not gonna lie, and now I'm disappointed they're not even a real woman. Like it's just, it's a lot.
Okay, Bond. I know you probably got the most to say about it.
Look, I've been saying this from the start. Like, girls don't engage in this kind of activity. It's only dudes. And then all of a sudden, this stuff comes up. I'm like, come on, I've been saying this.
Yeah, I totally agree with Bond. With this,
I've been saying it too.
Yeah.
All
and
of us
I'm like,
have
there's been, and I said it in the video I did about the PlayStation fanboys. I said there's been an uptick of like female corporate slave, which is suspiciously odd. Which, like, I found myself engaging in half these battles, and they're freaking like women. I was like, I don't know any woman that does this. I don't know. Like, I don't know any real women. Like, and the girls that I do know that are in gaming, they're not really. They don't take on the whole fanboy vibe, which is like so. Which is weird, but I knew something was suspicious because I was like, you know what, let me try to play nice with some of them since I almost got canceled from one of them, and I was like, I'm gonna play nice with some of them. So I asked the one that eventually came out to podcast, and it was I got like a polite no, I'm not into that. I just enjoy the hobby, and then 24 hours later, this happens. So
yeah, I'm sure that was a red flag when they denied because I've been said it like, listen, there's been a bunch of women in the community for a long time, right? Luca, Red, we know all of them, but they don't interact like this, right? When the first one came up, right, that I noticed, I'm like, why does this account tweet like another person we know around? You know what I'm saying? It's literally like somebody logged on to another account but are tweeting the exact same way of accounts we've already seen. That's why I never believed any of it. And it shows like dudes around here are kind of thirsty, and the first time they see it's not all women. The first time they see, because there's women in this community, but they're not following those women who are actually gaming as, the ones that are gaming a lot, they don't follow them as much. But the first time they see a woman heavily engaging in fanboy, or I guess fangirl behavior, whichever one they were trying to do, they suddenly get thousands of followers every, overnight. So it's like, yo, what are y'all even following these people for? I didn't follow any of them because, it's weird. It's like we've been on here like over 10 years. We've seen a lot of weird stuff. Catfishing is not something I had on the bingo, bro. On the bingo to like, yeah, that's definitely gonna happen in this gaming community. And we've seen a lot of weird shit. People pulling out guns and doxing people and pulling up on people at GameStop parking lots. We've seen it all.
And you know what sucks now? Because let's be real. Now, if you are look, we've already been gatekeeping people with their PSNs or Xbox Lives. Now everybody knows why. But if you are a girl trying to get into the scene, you might have to pull out on OnlyFans to get verified.
No.
like you ain't just gonna be able to walk in here as a girl anymore. You're gonna have to be thoroughly vetted, verified. And this dude messed it all up for a lot of girls trying to get in here.
But that's the bad thing about it. I mean, like, we already get lots of stick. Like, you get those Souls players, and then like guys being like, "Oh, you're definitely cheating. You're definitely cheating," and then like a guy does the same thing, and it's like absolutely fine. Like,
she talk about you, Smoove.
Well, hey.
No. I'm not talking about anyone specifically, but okay. But what I'm saying is, like, we've already got enough to deal with, and now it's like, okay, well, do I need to take a picture with my passport? Like, what's gonna help? It's crazy. But her tweets, I mean, that person's tweets, like, I remember I was reading them because I was like, where has this person come from? And there was just a lot of like, I don't know, there was one tweet that got like thousands of likes, and it was just like, enjoy games. And I was like, okay, like, it was just stuff that was generic. So I just didn't understand like what was going on.
It's like extremely low effort tweets that a million people have said before, but because it's this woman that y'all think is a woman and y'all apparently find this person attractive, like, oh, 1,000, like, bro, like, what is this? This is the most generic, and you could tell, like, they don't ever say anything of substance that leads you to believe like that requires gaming knowledge. Like, anybody could tweet the stuff they're saying, and it's like nobody found this fishy. Because when I called it out before, it was me being toxic, and I'm like, I told y'all, I told y'all, man, but it is.
Is this a white girl?
The fish, catfish, yeah, it was a white girl, yeah.
Not surprised.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
So it was it's her brother. Well, they're also more specifically Australian. They're the brother and sister.
I can't believe it's a family thing. Like,
he was an Xbox guy too, so that should tell you all you need to know. And his name was Xbox University, so there you go.
I heard it was a PlayStation guy.
No, he's an Xbox guy.
I don't know. His name was Xbox University. No, but he said he did that because he had an issue with Xbox University, so he just copied his name, which is another weird thing to do.
Yeah. No. Where the fuck did all these mentally ill people come from in this community, bro? I'm getting so people. Bro, I ain't even know nothing about none of this shit, bro. I think I might have seen that account 1 or 2 times, but I ain't paying too much attention. But like, every time I get on Twitter, it's a new outrage, it's a new controversy. Where the fuck did all these weird people come from, bro? Like,
now, you want to hear something funny about this situation? I remember my sister's husband had a conversation. She's like, "Oh, you should open up a Twitch account." She goes, "I'm not good at games. I don't play." It's like, "Oh, just get in front of the camera, hold the control, let your brother play."
Yeah.
And we've seen this stuff before. Remember the dude that was a Twitch streamer? He was a paraplegic, but his cat was about to jump in the fish tank, and then his legs magically started working.
Yeah, then he got up out the wheelchair.
I want to get him on the podcast. That dude was fire.
He forgot that he can't walk. That joint was crazy.
He said, "I summoned the courage to save my cat from drowning." It's a mess.
Oh, brother. Well,
hey man, these people will do anything for clout.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
There's a lot of cloud chasers out there. I ain't gonna name no names, but yeah, they've been going crazy, man.
Hey man, y'all be safe. Y'all be safe out there in them Twitter streets. It's reckless
And
out here.
yeah, y'all better be safe if you're trying to hit on these girls on Twitter too. You might be talking to a man.
Yeah.
Honestly, shouldn't be hitting on any of them.
I mean, some people have found each other on Twitter and stuff. Look at Shokyo, 2-time over.
Oh yeah,
Two-time-
that's true.
Two-time Twitter champion.
Yeah, it's Shokyo be sniping from the
Yeah, from the Twitter
from the Twitter
DMs.
pot. Yeah, he do. It's hey man. Shout out to Shokyo. All right. We can I guess we can move on from that now.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into some game and stuff. So we'll talk about Returnal first. So Returnal
God.
is yeah, we know Bond. Returnal Ascension DLC came out. It comes with co-op for the main game and the Tower of Sisyphus. I think that's how you say it.
The Tower of Syphilis?
Sisyphus.
Sisyphus.
Yeah, it's weird because I think I seen somebody said they beat it, but I thought it was a never-ending tower. Like
Who said that?
I thought I saw somebody said that they beat the tower, but it's never ending, right? It's just about high scores, right?
Yeah, it's meant to be endless. I think like phase 3 is like when you get the final like cutscene and like the trophy or whatever, and then it shows credits, and then it carries on afterwards. Like, so maybe that's what they were saying.
Probably that's probably what they meant.
Probably some clickbait. I don't know.
Yeah. So I like Returnal. You know, Jack loves Returnal, but you know, Whitney, like that's how I found you because you were like just, you know, you're in love with this game.
I'm obsessed. It's a bit much at times, but yeah, pretty much everyone's like, oh, the Returnal Queen, and I'm just like, oh, stop it. But I'm like, yeah, that's me.
you love this game, but like, so I want to get your thoughts on, you know, the tower, and what was it about like Returnal? Because you know, when it first came out, people were acting afraid of the game, you know, because of the difficulty, and even journalists were afraid of it. Like, what is it about Returnal that like you love it so much?
So when I got it, if I'm honest, I did not know like what I was getting myself into because it's been compared to like horror games. It's like it's kind of a horror genre. I didn't even know really like what a roguelike was or what it entailed. Like I'd never really played them before. And I just liked it because I liked the look of it, if I'm being honest. Like it was as simple as that. I was like, I want it. I had a voucher. So I was like, let me get it. And then I got it and I was like, whoa, like this is amazing. But I am so bad at this game. Like it's fucking crazy. And then I think around the time I got it is when I joined Twitter because I had like another Twitter which I've had since like school, and then I was like, oh, I want one to talk about gaming, and so I joined because there was just like no one talking about this game, like especially women as well. Like I think there's like one person I know that's a woman who plays this game. Correct me if I'm wrong now because I think that's probably changed, but yeah, I just wanted people to talk to about it and stuff. But yeah, it was more just like the gameplay. It looked exciting. It just looked intriguing, but like I really didn't know like what I was getting into when I bought it. And then I carried on playing, and then there was some heartbreaking moments, like the boss in the second biome. I was like, shit, like I'm never ever gonna finish this game. And it did have months just like chilling there where I just stopped playing because it was stressing me out. And then I picked it up again, I think like the middle of the summer, and just got better at it. So yeah, and then the obsession just continued, really. There's not much to say about that.
So you kept playing and eventually got better. Wow. You hear that, Smoove?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It's trash.
It's true. But I really liked the game though. So I think you have to really like a game to like want to get better at it, if that makes sense. Like if you like kind of like the game, but it's like frustrating, you're not going to be that fussed about like wanting to stick and keep getting better at it. So, you know.
Yeah, you sleeping on that pylon driver though. That's arguably best gun in the game.
Yeah, I picked it up in another run earlier and I was just like, I can't do it. I think it's just the way it feels for me, but maybe I just need to, maybe I'll do a run just with a gun that I don't normally use just for fun and see what happens. But anything that's like, I don't know, kind of like a shotgun type weapon or just feels a little bit slower, like I don't know, I just tend to not pick it up. But
what gun you use? Hollow Seeker?
Yeah, I use a Hollow Seeker. Even though like in the tower though, I've not been using it as much because it just feels a bit shit in the tower, if I'm being honest. I've been using the carbine a lot more, even the pistol a lot more as well in the tower, to be honest. But the carbine's probably been...
You don't like the Labra either?
The what, sorry?
the lobber.
The Rottland
No.
lobber. Yeah.
No.
What?
Yeah, I don't know how Jack uses that.
Try to get me on that. Nah, I can't do it.
That gun
Okay.
is fire.
Okay. So yeah, me and
Yeah.
Jack. So yeah, me and Jack, we played through the whole game in co-op, and y'all know I typically don't like co-op. I don't like playing in co-op. You know, it's not my thing. I'd rather play every game by myself. But because Returnal is already a good game by itself, it doesn't like rely on co-op to be good. That's why I like it. You know, so all these other co-op games, they literally rely on the principle of you playing with a friend to be good. You know, the game itself is not good. It's just the fact that you're playing
Smoove.
with a friend.
Elden Ring.
So but me and Jack,
When is Bond and Smoove gonna play co-op on Returnal? We need that.
Oh boy,
that's a good stream right there.
Well,
That's what
it's a good thing they took that out of the Patreon, because I would
wow.
not play that shit.
yeah.
That's what streets really need.
Yeah, me and Jack beat it in co-op. The game, we were on the second, set of biomes, and the first time it crashed, right? It's weird because when the game had all the issues and stuff like that, when it first came out, it never crashed for me, right? I don't think it crashed once for me but like it's weird all these months later when me and Jack was playing co-op, now it crashed, so we had to run it again, a few days later, and yeah, it was we did that thing.
Yeah, I've only had a few bugs. Like everyone's like, "Oh, my main issue with the game was like when it released, there was so many bugs and my save went and blah blah blah." And I never really had that issue. I think the one issue I had when I was in the middle of doing the base game was my PS5 just crashed like completely. But I think it was like I installed a game. Yeah, I installed a game and my storage was just like nearly full. And I don't know what happened to it. It just completely like it wouldn't switch back on. But that had nothing to do with Returnal. It was just devastating because I had like just kind of paused a run and then put on sleep mode. So I think it was more about the sleep mode. But yeah, I've had a few bugs with the co-op. I think I posted one the other day, but the tentacles that like dangle down, Celine just got like stuck. She just got stuck on it. So she was just making some weird noises. She got stuck on there. And then me and my friend, we were playing Ixion and I died. And then I just was dead forever. Like the screen just went black, but I could hear everything that was going on, but I was just dead. So,
that happened to me and Jack.
Yeah, that happened to me.
Yeah. But it's
Yeah.
free, so like I can't complain too much. It's the first version of Returnal 3, so they'll probably have to patch it again. But yeah, even before then, I didn't really have any bugs. I can name like one maybe, but yeah.
I do have a question about the co-op in Returnal. And I
Yes.
need Kid Smoove to answer this. How did Returnal have co-op before Halo?
Oh, here we go. There you go.
Here we go.
It's a legitimate question. $500 million, 450 people developing. And I know House Marquee doesn't have how big are they? They can't be more than 50 people.
I know more than 400 people made Halo too, though. Only 400 people made that.
400, 500, up to 1,000. My point is this. How does this ragtag indie game, as people so call it, get a co-op mode before Halo?
Move.
No comments, Move. Guess he's not there right now. You'll have to come back to him, Bond. Did you hear what Bond said?
I didn't hear anything, dude. I just got back.
You good, brother? What you been doing?
Running back and forth.
Oh,
okay.
You working hard to get my money, huh?
Mm-hmm.
The question
doing
was,
DoorDash on foot?
You said what?
You doing DoorDash by foot?
Actually, yeah, that was pretty much.
Gas is so high, you gotta be running.
Well, Bond is asking you, why does Halo not have co-op, but Returnal does?
One, Returnal's co-op was a complete surprise. They never announced that they was giving us any multiplayer mode. So at the end of the day, even it could have been an internal plan, they just didn't announce it. So it's like I don't understand how the two are comparable. I think we talked about this before. So Returnal got co-op first because they never announced it to us, even though they've been probably working on it. And once it was ready, they delivered it.
So that's what worked. It should. Like they didn't tell people they were working on it. Halo did, so they should have it out first.
Hey, next time I guess withhold information, and then everything will be a surprise.
Oh my god, this is nuts.
Hey, Smoove.
Speaking of, I do got a question about this Returnal co-op. Is it, because I missed the conversation when you guys first started talking about it, but is the co-op available for the entire game or just a particular mode or expansion?
The main game that you would beat. It's not available in the Endless Tower challenge.
Yeah, everyone's getting confused about that. Sorry.
Okay, so I can finish this. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna say, hey, Smoove, the people wonder, man, what would it take for you and Bond to run some co-op and Returnal, man? What would that take?
Two of the people that they can't stand the game.
Yeah, what would that take, man, for the community?
Yeah. Well, they gotta cover. They at least gotta cover my
They gotta cover Smoove's entirety of bets lost.
Y'all ain't gonna never see that stream, man. Don't worry about it, y'all.
Yeah, it's not gonna
Shit's
happen.
crazy. Shit's crazy.
Jack, what do you...
Also, you would have to get me PSN.
Oh, that ain't that bad. That ain't that bad.
We don't pay for online in these streets.
Jack, what do you got any thoughts on this Returnal, Ascension, and you ain't do the tower yet, but what do you think about the co-op?
Tower. Start the tower next week, man. I did think the tower, or the original announcement, I definitely thought the tower was gonna have some type of co-op functionality, but it don't. That's disappointing. But hey man, listen, if you like Returnal, man, you're gonna fuck with the co-op. It's already a great game before. It's still a great game now. Matter of fact, if you played the game, it's really not there. It's just you playing with another motherfucker. Like, the shit is fun though. I will say I noticed they switched up some of the bosses. I don't know if they did this specifically for the co-op or they did that in a previous patch, but like the fourth boss got way more projectiles on screen, unless I'm tripping. The last boss, I don't know what type of spinach this motherfucker popped, but he was going crazy. I'm like, yo, I do not remember the last boss being this difficult, bro. He was on our ass. Well, he was on my ass. BG130. He was on my ass, bro. This shit was crazy. Like, god damn. But great experience.
Yeah,
I had a lot of fun.
They definitely did a lot to balance out the difficulty. Like, everyone's like, oh, it's gonna make it easier. I mean, in some way, yeah, it's easier playing with another person, maybe if you're confident, but they definitely cranked up the difficulty in areas so that to account for like another player, because me and my friend were playing from like biome 1 because her save file got wiped, and we got to the second one because we tried to speedrun it, and like there was like malformed enemies just appearing out of nowhere, like in places they normally wouldn't if you were like a new player, like doing a first run. So it just made no sense. And then we tried to attack Ixion from each side, and he turned around to her and just started spraying projectiles directly at her rather than doing his normal little spectacle. So they definitely have made some changes for sure. But just got to get better.
Yeah. All right. So let's move on. So we'll talk about Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I'm
gonna go to finally wakes back up.
I'm gonna go to Blandrew, our Nintendo correspondent. Blandrew, live on the scene.
Now hold up, Blandrew. Before you start, I heard this is a good game, a game I'm interested in, so I need you to sell me on it properly.
I'm not gonna sell you on it. I'm gonna just tell you what I think about it, and if you like what you hear, pick it up. Wait, so, how far did you get in it, BG?
I only played about 2 hours. My wife has played. There's gonna be some gameplay in this stream, and it's actually my wife playing. But I played like 2 hours with her. And listen, so Blandrew, go ahead, tell us about the game. And also tell us why it's better than Mario Odyssey. Go ahead.
It's not. First of all, you're not about to sit up here. No, it's not. The reason you think Kirby would be better than Mario Odyssey is because Kirby is more of an action platformer than something like Mario Odyssey, where Mario Odyssey was just a regular, run around and jump collectathon platformer. But this is the newest release from Nintendo in the Kirby series. The last main release was Kirby Star Allies. It was kind of in a position where Kirby was getting pretty stagnant. It was the same formula that we've been playing since the original Nintendo, just side-scrolling, suck up your energy and enemies type of game. But this one, they finally decided to take it into a full 3D game. The last time we got anything that was semi-close to 3D in the main series was Crystal Shards on the Nintendo 64. But this game is like Mario 3D World on crack. And Mario 3D World is a game I thought was amazing by itself. I know that was another game that was kind of hated for not being something that it was never trying to be, but this game is...
people that didn't like it because they wanted online multiplayer, but Nintendo.
No, Mario 3D World was more so hated because it wasn't a quote-unquote true 3D Mario game like Mario Galaxy. But Yeah, this game is pretty good. It's got the same typical, foundation that you've come to expect from a Kirby game. Run through the levels, you got your little collectibles that you can find throughout the levels. Like you can find the Waddle Dees, which you'll need to get a certain amount in the world to unlock the boss for that world if you want to progress throughout the game. What I also like is that each world has little hidden tasks that you have to do. So you could get to a world and it'll be like swim in the ocean and greet 3 seagulls or something like that. Just little things like that to help you really want to get back into this game, really want you to replay a lot of the levels. I found myself replaying some of the levels like 5 times trying to get certain, get all the tasks done for that level. So it really taps into
real
that
quick,
little
I got to interrupt you. You know what's crazy about those tasks you're talking about? Those tasks seem like they're perfectly set up for trophies.
I guess so.
They're perfect. Like get 3 seagulls, and if you get them in every those trophies got to be coming. Go ahead.
I mean, I wouldn't be against it, but yeah, it's things like that that really makes these games replayable for me. I haven't had a chance to play this game in co-op. I don't really have friends in the real that would be interested in a Kirby game. So I do wish this game did have online multiplayer. And another negative here is it's kind of weird that this game is 30 frames per second.
Yeah, I told you to sell me on it. No, now I got to get it on PC.
No, I'm just saying, I don't know why, when it pertains to the Kirby series on the Switch, they haven't been able to hit 60 for some reason. But with that being said, I still think it's an amazing game and by far the best Kirby game. Kirby Air Ride has finally been surpassed for me. It's a game I've been holding for high standards for quite some time now, and I can honestly say that this game is amazing, and you should all check it out. Any questions about this game?
PC version, here I come.
Yeah, I echo all the things Blandrew has said. In the co-op, it's not as fun because you have to play as one of the Waddle Dees and
Bandana
pretty much,
yeah,
and pretty much this is gonna sound crazy. He just chucks spares, pretty much. That's his. He can't switch power. Okay. Yeah, he's a spare chucker. He can't switch his powers, because he's not Kirby. Only Kirby can do that. But I wish there was another way, like you could switch, what he can do. But that's the only way to, play.
From what I heard, that once you go to Waddle Dee Town and Kirby gets stronger or something, Bandana D also gets stronger. That's something else I forgot to mention in this game. I think it's the first game in the series to have upgradable powers. The closest thing that we've ever had to this was Kirby 64, where you could, kind of fuse 2 abilities at a time. I was hoping this game would have that, but it doesn't. But it does have upgradable powers. So even something like the Cutter, that I wasn't really a big fan of in the Kirby series prior, is honestly one of my favorite abilities in the whole series so far.
How does a Kirby game? Can we get some new hardware? Like, for real?
Yeah, I don't know why this game is 30 frames. Listen, I will say this. I know Bon is gonna say it's blasphemous, but it's a good 30 frames.
Yeah,
it is.
Well, yes,
my Steam Deck will run it at 60.
It's not a fast-paced game enough to where you would really care or need it to be 60 frames like that. Anyways, it's a pretty slow game that works for 30 frames per second. I'm not saying 30 frames should be here, especially when you have better looking games like Mario Odyssey that run it at 60 frames, but it didn't bother me. I just thought it was weird that, like, you go to the menu or you would see like certain transitional screens and then it would turn 60, but then you go back into the main world or something like that and it would be 30.
Yeah, because coming from looking at, I didn't play on these modes, but like Ghostwire had a 30 frames mode, Horizon had a 30 frames mode, and to me those were unplayable. This one when you're looking at 30 frames, it doesn't look choppy. It doesn't look like, it's just chugging along, and it shouldn't, even though it's, the Nintendo Switch is very powerful. It's an acceptable 30 frames. So
yeah, and the game is constantly doing new and creative things that make you really want to get to the next level. Like I just finished I'm on the water area right now, and I just did this whole paraglider thing where I was soaring through that world and playing as some type of paraglider. It was like a little miniature Star Fox thing. It was pretty fun.
Yeah. I thought you were going to compare it to something else. Thank you, Blandrew. Jesus Christ.
What do you think I was going to? Oh, Breath of the Wild.
Nothing, man. Don't even say it, man. Thank you so much, Blandrew. God damn.
So yeah, this is everything Blandrew said. You know, it is better than not Breath of the Wild, than Mario Odyssey. It's better than Mario Odyssey without a doubt.
Hold up, Mario Odyssey is only a game you guys hate because it was getting so praised. That's literally the only reson you guys are so hard on that game.
Mario Odyssey.
On Metacritic.
The game was easy. Like,
what does that mean? A Kirby is easy.
Well, then
it blows my. BG was the same person talking about he evolved past platformers, but Kirby is what brings him back in. Is kind of
because it's. But I'm not playing Kirby honestly for the platforming. That's not the part where it's good to me. Like his powers to me make the game fun.
Yeah.
Oh, brother. That mouthful mode. Oh man, yeah, that's definitely what
you playing to suck up some shit, huh?
That's a game changer. That's
what are you sussing in that game, BG?
Mouthful mode is
see, you're not doing this. I'm not doing this with you,
No,
Jack.
for real. What abilities did you? What name some of the stuff you sucked up?
I'm not doing this with you, Jack. Anyway,
some of the stuff you sucked up, BG. Let's hear
it. Mario Odyssey is a very basic game, very basic platformer, right? But because it's Mario, you know, the industry has some type of, you know, weird love affair with Mario, even though it's very basic at this point. You know, there's games that do platforming better, such as Donkey Kong, if we're being real. But you know, Donkey Kong
in the 2D realm, I think Donkey Kong completely destroys Mario, but not in the overall grand scheme of things.
I never want to see another Donkey Kong game again until I get 3 Metroids consecutively.
Donkey Kong 5. But yeah, it's a good game. Once again, shout out to you know, PlayStation, Nintendo, the third parties contributing to helping 2022 be one of the best years in gaming.
Don't forget Valve launched the Steam Deck.
Oh yeah, Valve. Everybody doing their thing.
Microsoft and Xbox, BG, don't forget.
Microsoft had Tunic. Hey, calm down. They had Tunic.
That's what they brought to the table? Okay. You know, listen, everybody's contributing. It's Thanksgiving. Everybody's bringing a plate, you know, for everybody else to enjoy. And, you know, Microsoft just showed up with containers to bring home. You hate to see it. Hey, shout out to Xbox.
I understand why you talking like that. It doesn't like actually make sense. So when like games start talking, you be like, oh well, this month don't count. Oh, this is there's only 3 months. There's more than 3 months.
Yeah, you only get games 3 months.
Man. Like,
I've never said games don't count.
You're not a pony, Smoove. You hear him though, right?
I've never said. What I said is I don't understand why y'all act like the whole calendar year is October to December. That's what I said. That's how y'all act.
You definitely do be finding ways to downplay Xbox games.
I don't.
You got to wake up with BG. What's going on, bro? Every morning you find
Psychonauts 2, a perfectly good game.
You guys are the same people that hate on him for giving Tomb Raider Game of the Year. Talking about its cap. Stop this mess.
That's them. I don't.
They had to throw off the suspicion some type of way.
That's what I was doing.
We know what the fuck going on.
10 years ago, that was my master plan, Jack.
Yeah, man. You're a pretty smart guy, BG.
Even Survivor gives a PlayStation review an 8 out of, you know, every now and then.
To throw them off the scent? Okay, you got it. All right, you got it. Hey, so what has Xbox done for y'all lately? Oh, Tunic? Okay, Tunic. Yeah, got it. Let me get off.
Wait, so BG.
Tunic.
I read some type of thread that said you were going to make a review for Kirby. Is this the game that we have our little competition on to see who can make the best review for some money?
Nah, that's not going to be the one I'm trying to compete with you on. Like, I don't think that's fair. Like Kirby to be
the same game. It would be the same game we're both playing.
You making it be Kirby out of all things?
Because
I'm not that passionate about Kirby to, you know, put my best work into it. You know what I'm saying?
Was you passionate about Ghostwire Tokyo? You did a review on that.
Yeah, that 4-minute, you know, check out my Twitter thread. I'll see you guys in the next video. What type of review was that?
Let's get into Ghostwire. See what people see.
Before you get into Ghostwire, I do have a little Nintendo news. As of February, Metroid Dread still has not hit 3 million. Shame.
Oh, we haven't gotten updated numbers on Metroid.
2.74 as of the beginning of February.
Nintendo fans really don't fuck with Metroid, huh? It's crazy.
Apparently not.
Even on
I didn't see any numbers about
even on the Switch. I thought everything would be selling on there.
Nope.
Whitney, do you have a Switch?
Yeah, I do, but it's been gathering dust for a minute.
Metroid?
No, I didn't. Do you think I'd like it? I've never played the game before, so yeah.
If you like Returnal, you'd like any game.
Hey, Whitney, what is your game and what is your game and platform of choice, if you don't mind me asking?
PS5.
Oh, you're really a black queen. I see. Okay. Yes, sir.
So what is the last
is that what qualifies me? Okay, cool.
Yes,
what
ma'am.
is what is the last game you played on the Switch?
Mario
Odyssey
Odyssey.
or
I
something.
don't count Mario Kart because I always go back to that, like wherever. But I think it was Mario Odyssey, and I didn't like it. I was gonna say earlier, like you were saying, one of you didn't like it because they just, were judging it. But I didn't like it just because it just felt a bit like I think I'm used to the older Mario games, so I was just like I felt a bit overwhelmed by it, to be honest. I don't know why.
Landrew isn't liking you
let me
very
ask
much
you
right now.
Whitney. Let me ask you something, Whitney.
Sorry, I'm just saying.
Did you play Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, I played Breath of the Wild. That was one of my favorite games. Like, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So I'm waiting for the second one, but because I was more underwhelmed by like the boss fights in Breath of the Wild, to be honest. So I hope that when they do the second one, it's a bit harder, or I might just start on a harder mode this time because I don't know. Like I get to Ganon and I'd just be like super like prepared with like weapons and all this stuff, and then like just one hit and he's a few hits and he's done. So it was just weird, but yeah, I love that game.
Okay. I gotta remember that you're not really, we just had this discussion about like Sony fanboys and like just fanboys in general. That game was like Sony fanboys' worst nightmare. Like you mentioned the words Breath of the Wild and everybody lose their mind. So I'm glad we have a level-headed individual here, such as myself.
Breath of the Wild was a good game. But Breath of the Wild 2 will be played on the computer.
Yeah, I'll play that when it comes out, but I just, when it comes out, whenever that will be, I have no idea.
Probably next year.
I'll support the games, though. Don't worry, Blandrew. I still support the developers.
As long as you support the developers, all their years of hard work, I don't really mind.
Oh, yeah.
Unlike somebody like Bless Red.
If
he even says the word Kirby in the Discord, he's out of here.
You guys think because I've never played a Kirby game either, but I really want like a new Switch game and it looks fun. Because I watched it at the what's it called? The whatever you call it. I was going to say the State of Play, whatever you call it.
Direct.
Thank you. It looked fun. I've heard good things about it. So do you think I'd like it, or would I probably appreciate it less because I've not played?
If you were too overwhelmed by something like Mario Odyssey, I think you would like the more, level structure of something like Kirby better.
Okay.
She didn't say she was overwhelmed. She just said it was a bad game, sir.
No, she said she was overwhelmed.
No, I said
by
I felt maybe. I said maybe it's overwhelmed. I don't know if that was the right word, but there was just something I just didn't like about it. It just felt like I don't know. It didn't feel like the other Mario games I've loved.
Too much greatness in one package. I get you.
But the thing is, like, listen, Kirby games of the past. I don't really believe that there's been a good Kirby game before this. I think all of them before this were kind of trash.
Did you buy this one?
Okay.
What the hell?
Yeah, they got the same exact powers, most of the same exact functionality. Like,
were good.
I didn't like them.
Unfortunately, I had to trade crystal shards in as a kid because I threw a baseball through somebody's window. I had to go back day one to get my money back to pay for a window.
Dang.
Did any of you guys
really
get
good,
the Sorry. Did any of you guys get the Mario Kart DLC at all?
Yeah, we bought it. I bought it.
I bought it. I just haven't dived into it yet. I was busy playing Triangle Strategy, another amazing game.
Yo, Blandrew's right. Horizon's worst enemy is other games because I was going to play Horizon 1, then Horizon 2. Then I got sidetracked with Elden Ring. I got to play 1 before 2. And now I'm like, well, I want to play Forbidden West, but I got to play Horizon 1 first, so I got to play Triangle Strategy now.
That Triangle Strategy is crazy. Please don't look at some type of guide when you're playing that game.
Do I look like BG?
No, I'm talking about like.
Oh, brother.
I'm talking about like if you want to get the true ending of a game, you have to kind of follow some type of guide because there is a definitive ending. But if you're just like, if you're playing that game thinking like, what would I do as like the leader of a nation? It really just like puts you on the edge of your seat.
You can look up true endings on YouTube when you're done.
Yeah,
you don't feel like playing it again.
Did that game come out this week or was that last week? I don't remember if we talked about it.
It was about like 2-3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
We talked about it. It was me and Jazzy.
Okay,
yeah.
Got it. Okay, cool.
That's why I don't remember that.
All right. Also,
oh yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Also, Ghostwire Tokyo came out this week officially. Y'all know I've been playing this game since like 2 weeks ago. I had got a code for it, and I put up a preview about it. My preview was really a review, Blandrew, because I beat the game before I put up that preview. I know
is BG. I woke up and I got tweets from Gaming Addict, tweets from Tony saying I won. That's all I know.
No,
but go ahead.
No. See, my uneducated brothers told you that because what they didn't realize is, and I couldn't say it, I couldn't call that a review because of embargoes, but I beat the game before the preview. So my preview was actually a whole entire, you could literally listen to it. It sounds like a review. That was really my review. I just couldn't call it that. So I was like, I made a review, right? So when it was time for like, you know, the embargo for reviews and stuff, I was like, I'm not literally gonna just make a whole entire review over again. I said everything in the preview.
But DG,
so I just made a summary and said, people, if you want more information, go back to my preview. But I gave a quick summarization.
Did you change your preview to no, don't do that because it's got a date on it.
When the review get more views than the preview don't? I know you're a view whore, BG. So what are you saying right now?
Not necessarily. No, because the preview was a little bit earlier. I think people were just curious as to know about the game. But I gave so much information in the preview. People are like, this is all information I really need.
Then why didn't you just withhold the preview and just drop it as your review? It's not the first time you got review codes and did absolutely nothing with it.
No, because I'm gonna take advantage of the fact that if I get a review code.
What Blandrew was saying is you could have switched them around. What you did for the review, you could have did that for the preview, and vice versa.
No, I wanted to know. See, I'm a man of the people, so I wanted to because what the people really wanted to know is exactly what is this gameplay like, because people couldn't figure it out even from watching gameplay. It was still confusing. Okay, people didn't know what the hell this game was, so I gave them as much information up front as soon as I could, which was in the preview. That's what people really wanted to know. So that's it. I wasn't caring about necessarily about the getting the views on the review part. I just wanted to tell people what they needed to know. That was it.
Nice.
But so listen, the game is pretty much like, as I've been describing it, as it's a Japanese BioShock. That's what it plays like. It's supernatural. You got elemental powers. You're weaving signs. It's got some horror.
Like Naruto? You weaving signs?
Yeah, pretty much. You're doing hand seals and stuff like that. They clearly tried to make it a little bit of a horror game, but it's not horror. It's got some dark. It's dark themed and everything like that. And the story is pretty basic. This dude, a spirit is inside of him. So that's where he gets his powers. The spirit entered him. The spirit name is the spirit's name is KK. The main character's name is Akito. Akito, they're both pretty much trying to get Akito's trying to save his sister. The spirit is trying to get revenge, essentially. That's really the story. They're helping each other out. You give me powers, I'm in your body, because he needs a body to do anything. He can't just act, as a spirit by himself. That's honestly what the game, is. It's dated. It does, feel pretty dated because there's loaded. Well, they're not long loading screens, but if you enter an apartment, the screen will fade to black, and it'll just show you you'll just appear on the other side of the room, and it feels a little bit sluggish. It feels a little bit dated. It's a mid-gen. It's a last gen mid-gen game. That's really what it is. It feels like it would come out in the middle of last gen, but it's a it's a solid game. Yeah.
So it feels like it was made by an Xbox studio.
No, don't do that. Even though it is.
I have a question. Is it better than Deathloop? Because obviously it's the same studio, so I'm just wondering. Is it better than Deathloop? How do you compare it?
Probably not. I don't think he played Deathloop.
I did play Deathloop.
It's
a different. Yeah, I did.
Oh, you dropped it, right?
Yeah, I dropped it because to me it sucks. It's a different studio. It's under the same it's under Bethesda and all that, but it's Tango Gameworks that makes it specifically. Oh, yeah. To me, it's better than Deathloop, gameplay wise. But I'm playing it and I'm like, I know this isn't gonna get as the good scores like Deathloop, because Deathloop seems more advanced as a game. It doesn't seem like next gen, but it seems like a more advanced game, right? But to me, Ghostwire is the more fun game. It's not even close to me. So to me, I thought Deathloop sucked. I thought it was boring. It was I didn't like it. So I would recommend Ghostwire over Deathloop.
I hear the controls in Ghostwire are kind of pretty shitty. Is that do you have any comment on that?
They're sluggish. Yeah. They're sluggish. It's not a huge problem, That you could pretty much rely on the aim assist, and there is like lock on, somewhat of a lock on aim.
Angry Joe
yeah,
assist.
yeah, like it's like I said, that's what makes it feel kind of old in its design. Is it's not super fluid and everything like that, but it's not like I didn't find it to be a huge problem.
How come Black Bond Returns wasn't in the title?
How long you been gone?
What?
How long you been gone?
Only 2 weeks. I was trying to give you some time to get my money together, but apparently I didn't give you enough.
No, brother. So I think I'm the only one who played Returnal, right? Ghostwire. Nobody else bought it, right?
Yeah, it looks average.
Yeah, no.
Trying to respect my time. And Stephier gave this game a high review, so I know the game is not as good as it should.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? The median review is like a 75 to 77. They gave it a 90. So,
What?
going back to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
even though it's a
Thinking of
PlayStation,
getting it, but
even
like,
though
I
it's a
don't know.
PlayStation exclusive, but you see what they got in common with other games that they rate highly, right? I rest my case.
I think they just want to be different.
Man, that's
Yeah.
okay.
I mean that's exactly what I gave it. I gave it like a
They used to say that about
7.5.
the little retarded dudes in the back of the class too, though. But you see how they usually
Oh,
turn
brother.
out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
Ain't
The
the right
game
Wow.
the game is a 7.5. It's a game you would definitely enjoy if it came to like PlayStation Plus, a little bit of a price drop. It's definitely worth, to me, I would say it's worth, a little 30, 40 probably. It's definitely got that like.
Are they selling it for 70?
I think so. I think it's
Well,
70.
they definitely are. They definitely
Smoove
are.
is 100% right. I never played a game at $70 that was Game of the Year material, blah, blah. He right.
Yeah. And
But hold up. You guys are wrong about one thing. Steam had something. Nintendo and PlayStation had something. Microsoft had something too.
Yeah.
The most watched show on Paramount Plus.
Oh, hey, clap it up for that, man. That's a good segue too.
We're gonna get to that. Last thing I would say is it is very Ubisoftish in the way that they'll put like 50, because you have to lift the fog, right? In the city, right? To access other parts of the city. And there's like 50 gates or something like that. And you just gotta go to all these gates, and it's very Ubisoft in the map design. That's all. But yeah, we can segue into I guess the Halo TV show, which I didn't watch it yet. I heard some mixed things about it. Has anybody watched it? Smoove, you had to watch it.
I've watched it.
Okay. Bond?
Am I the only one?
I respect myself. I haven't seen it.
I want to watch it. I can't get it in the UK apparently.
Y'all don't
Yeah,
got Paramount
VPN.
Plus over there? What the hell?
I don't think so. I think I made a tweet about it like a few weeks ago, being like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch it for free," and someone was like, "No, you can't." So,
Yeah, you can.
well, yeah, there's not legitimately, but
You got to go to the store at BG. He'll show you how. But what I thought about it, there's good and there's bad of it. Like, the Spartans look like Spartans and everything. They move and they act like Spartans. It's weird seeing Master Chief voiced by a different guy. It's clear the lines aren't the same for somebody that's Master Chief. He doesn't talk. All in all, he feels like a different Spartan entirely. He does not feel like Master Chief. He looks like Master Chief. He fights like Master Chief, but he doesn't speak, talk, or have mannerisms like Master Chief. For the people that want like canon, or they want things like lore accurate, you're probably not going to get that. Race bending, gender swapping, all that crap. Adding in a little minority girl to tag along with Master Chief. I mean, give it up to Naughty Dog. I mean, everybody wants a little kid pounding around with them ever since the Trash of Us. I mean, it's like a whole new thing. I like the plasma weapons. The plasma weapons are book lore brutal, which means you get shot once, you are either instantly vaporized or dismembered. The first person to die in the show was like a little 12-year-old girl. She got a headshot, blew off her whole head, neck, torso, everything. They probably murdered 150 civilians, like right off the bat, like the first major fight. And I don't know why, but the elites looking super thick like brutes. They're not like lanky and gangly like they normally are. But yeah, they were the blowing people's heads off, their bodies, arms off. They pulled a kids through. They're blowing off kneecaps. They're taking out swords on people. But the problem is, like Halo 5, they're at the end of episode 1, they're trying to make Chief the bad guy. So I don't know where the hell it's going. Oh, and they also have a white woman who's a part of the Covenant, which
they said she's the leader of the.
She's
right?
She's somewhat in the Covenant, but the Covenant shouldn't have humans in it. So
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know at this point in time, there should only be Spartan 2s. There shouldn't be Spartan 3s and 4s. So Silver Team, whatever the team he called on him, he was with, they don't look like Spartan 2s. So as far as the lore goes, it's weird. And like Commander Keyes is black. He looks like Johnson. Sergeant Johnson, Keyes does. I'm just like,
that's unacceptable. What the fuck?
And the way they hold the guns is weird. I mean, if you look at a picture how they hold the guns, it's weird. But that's how they do hold the guns in the games, if you ever notice. So it's like, it is. And it's like kind of weird when Master Chief's taking these plasma shots, and it's like, and his shields charged. Like, And the colony they fought against, the aliens, bro, we're 500 years in the future. They're using weapons like the Taliban, and their guns aren't doing jack shit to the elite shields. And the Spartans come out with their magnetic railgun weapons, and they're just like owning the elites. Like Master Chief just rolled up in between two elites and just bodied them hand to hand, and just the action sequences are good. I like the action sequences, but if you're ready for something like lore or canon wise, like you're probably pulling out your hair. And the fact that Chief pulled off his helmet in the very first episode was stupid. I mean, if he's going to do it at all, at least build it up like Mandalorian. I don't know if you guys seen that show, but like there should have been a build up. He just like, I'm take my helmet off.
Wow. Smoove, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Your thoughts on the Halo TV show?
You ain't watch it.
I ain't watch it.
What? Hold on. What?
Smoove.
What?
As the Xbox representative on the show, you don't have the right to say I didn't watch it.
This is crazy.
All right, Tunic last week and Halo this week. What's going on, Smoove?
It's crazy.
All right, so
crazy.
Xbox Game Pass gave us 30 days of Paramount Plus. What I wanted to do is I wanted to stack it, so I can watch most of the season or all of the season within that 30-day window.
Motherfucker.
It comes
go
out
watch the goddamn show,
weekly.
Smoove.
Yeah, weekly. Is it a 4 episode season?
Nigga, they spent $150 million per episode, and you couldn't even watch it.
With a free subscription.
This is exactly why Microsoft in the future is not going to be able to make anything. They spent $150 million an episode, and their so-called best bots acting. Well, he has been acting broke, but you know what I'm saying, right, Jack? Like there's no way they can keep sustaining these huge efforts, and then their audience is like, oh, wait for Game Pass, or I'll wait till it's free.
You tried to Game Pass this show. You literally tried to Game Pass this show.
He said he wait till he stacked it. Oh, come on.
Hey, it's not believe it or not. Like I like video games, but I'm not a big TV
gamer.
It's Halo.
It's Halo, but they already told me like all the stuff that I heard about Halo the show, right? It's stuff I'm actually not quite interested. If it's not sticking towards the game,
you still have to watch. Hold up. First of all, 343 ain't stick to the fucking canon. You think their games are the better games than Bungie's?
Because I played them. That's interaction as far.
So then you haven't watched the show. Like, look, I didn't like this show. I was going into it knowing I wasn't going to like the show. But as a Halo fan and a former Halo and a person that only just recently dropped Halo Infinite, I played it longer than probably everybody. You gotta give it at least one episode, Smoove. Damn.
I don't watch it. I just want to be able to watch a couple episodes back to back.
Like, we expect Blandrew to play entire games like Kirby and Triangle Strategy. You couldn't pull out 50 minutes of your time for getting smacked up in Elden Ring to check this out?
Well, yeah, Elden Ring was a hell of a game. As a matter of fact, I missed a ton of shows. I didn't watch the first episode of Halo. I didn't watch the first 2-3 episodes of Showtime about the Lakers. I'm sorry.
You watch Atlanta?
Huh? No,
Atlanta?
I haven't watched Atlanta. No.
The only show
This shit is crazy.
honestly been able to keep up with is Power and then Top Boy because I was able to binge Top Boy. But,
You've been able to keep up with arguing against men masquerading as women on Twitter.
I will take a look at Halo, but I really wanted to be able to stack my be able to use my Paramount Plus that and watch the season within that free time period. So
this shit is crazy.
Is Top Boy fire? Is Top Boy fire?
Hold up. The free period's only 30 days, right?
Yeah, so
they're only airing one episode a week. They didn't air, they're not doing a Netflix thing, so you're not gonna be able to watch all the episodes in 30 days anyway.
No, because I got if I activate this thing, it should go. Is it based on activation, right?
I don't know. So you're gonna wait till the whole season is over until you
no. Not when the season's over, but like if I do it midpoint, right? I'm assuming it's gonna be what 10 episode series or 8 to 10 episodes, right? If I time it right, if I wait until like halfway point,
this is insane.
Literally binge the first half and then finish out the season.
Paramount Plus like $5 a month, bro. God damn,
I didn't call him broke yet.
This is insane.
Ladies and gentlemen, we need y'all to hit up that Patreon for Kids Smoove.
Paramount owned by white man. Smoove. Go ahead, bro. Go.
Because here's the thing, right? Also, can't you just use another email to get a free?
Yeah, you get another free trial. Yeah, you
like Smoove. I know you got more than one email.
Yeah, I got a couple, but like the thing is that like I forget a lot. I literally forget to unsubscribe to shit.
You got jaredbarrett@yahoo.com. That's when I be emailing.
Oh, you something else, Smoove. All right, so I guess
Well, you can't ask Addict to hook you up. I mean, he been carrying you regardless. Like this shit is crazy.
Hey Jack, when the last
went up another $5, and they about to start charging per person who uses.
I'm about to start raising my bet policy by $5. Shit.
Woo!
Jack, when The Last of Us come out, TV show, don't come in here and don't watch it, guy. Please.
Well, I tend to come prepared. I even went and purchased, fucking $85 hot dogs to go watch the Uncharted movie. So listen, BG.
You had hot dogs.
Prepared. Jack comes prepared. I will give him that.
Yes, sir. You already know.
Speaking of that, the Uncharted movie is the 4th highest grossing video game movie now. So,
sir, well deserved. Good movie.
What's
1, 2, and 3?
Don't know. I didn't see that list. Whitney, you seen the Uncharted movie?
Jackmove would have known.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
What do you think?
You know what? Like, I think I enjoyed it because I've been playing the games recently, and I was like, "Oh, this is fun." But like, it's not the best movie, like obviously, but I thought it was fun. I think I watched it with someone who hasn't played the games, and they were like, "This is weird." So yeah, I don't know, but it was all right. It was all right. I'd give it like maybe a 6 or 7, just for like the nostalgia, probably. Yeah.
Accurate.
Like this is pretty nuts right here. Sega putting out Sonic movies, Nintendo got movies and shows, they got theme parks, Sony got video game movies, but the mascot for Xbox, well, he's no longer the mascot because Master Chief is irrelevant. It's crazy. At one point, Master Chief was probably as popular as Pikachu and Mario. Nobody knows who the fuck he is anymore. They think he's Tommy Oliver, the Green Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
But like everybody putting out their shit. Microsoft puts out their shit, but Smoove can't be bothered. He up here scrounging around.
You got nothing to say about it. Wasn't it like the most watched show in the first 24 hours on any subscription service, some shit like that?
Yeah,
no thanks to you, nigga. No thanks to you.
Yeah, no thanks to me. So I mean, they need me.
I think it was only on that net. I think it was only on that, not every subscription service.
Paramount Plus.
Yeah,
they got a lot
of Paramount Plus.
And
Paramount Plus is kind of new
for EBT cards and shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, wait till that Minecraft movie come out. Brother.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
A Minecraft movie? Seriously?
Easily.
That Kevin Hart in it?
Yeah, they'll treat them just like the Lego movies, right? Yeah. Minecraft movie is possible. Yeah, they'll do that.
So you excited to see that, but you're not excited to see Master Chief get it.
No, I watched it. No, I started. I'm excited, but the thing is, like I said, I've been using my money wisely, and my
as you should
still.
Those bets are just because of lapse of time. It has nothing to do with me continuously.
Lapse of judgment, nigga.
But anyway, like it is what it is.
You know about
like,
the contingency plan if you're late.
Smoove about to win a bet though, right now.
Nah, he not winning.
Yeah, those sales bond. Have you seen those?
Nigga,
US
it's
sales
worldwide. You ain't
no,
winning.
nigga. Why would we build on bet on worldwide when we don't get the worldwide numbers like that? Yeah.
What was the bet? Y'all got to go back and run it back.
Somebody got to go look it up.
I'm almost certain I said Xbox.
I have it in my Excel ledger. Unfortunately for Smoove, I'm moving in the next 2 weeks, so it's packed up. But don't worry, I'll pull it out. But look, this is the man that made a bet that said that the Xbox One was going to close the gap, and y'all doubting me that he would make a stupid bet? Like, okay, let's put it this way: name me one smart bet Smoove made.
Answer there, Smoove.
No, I made bets that I backed out of that I would have won.
No, that's not smart. I said name a smart bet.
Someone in the chat said, Smoove is watching Top Boy. He really acting up in front of Whitney.
Wait. You watched Cuphead, Smoove?
A Top Boy.
Oh, I watched Cuphead. That's a pretty good show. Pretty good.
That's on what, Netflix?
Nah, Top Boy.
No, Top Boy is lit, man. I like that's a good show. I'm mad this season. The way they ended the season kind of had me in my feelings really hard.
Spoilers.
I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it, but you know.
So Top Boy more important than Master Chief.
I think the name Top Boy got Smoove intrigued to watch it.
Nah.
You stupid.
It's a really good show, man.
That nigga said, Top Boy, what is this?
How's Addicts back though?
Yeah, I ain't got no.
What's going on?
I ain't got no P's for Halo. I got no P's.
How's the Addicts back, Smoove?
What do you mean? How his back?
You paying his chiropractor bills, or what's going on?
Yeah.
Bruh, like y'all over exaggerating. I don't get carried like that. Like I don't.
Did you beat the boss by yourself or with somebody?
Oh, the yeah. I hold on. There's a couple bosses I had to summon some motherfucking like
summons.
The freaking fire giant. I don't know how any soul beat that shit by himself.
I don't understand why people had that thing did not hit me one time.
Woo! Mine is a beast.
I'm playing my second playthrough right now. You know how much I like this game? Dare I say it?
I spent 3 days.
I never thought I'd say this, Jack, but you know what I'm about to say.
Don't say Bond.
I'm 2 trophies away from the platinum.
Oh man!
Yes, sir. Let's get it. Yes, sir.
It'll be my very first platinum.
Fire.
In gaming.
Fire.
I want to go back to that bet you and Smoove have and what y'all are referencing. So DFC Intelligence analysts, they said Xbox is expected to gain 7% console market share by 2026. And Sony is expected to lose 4% market share during that time, while Nintendo will lose 3%. And Sean Layden, we know he's a former, PlayStation exec. He tweeted out today, he just tweeted a little GIF saying, I highly doubt that.
Well, Nintendo is going to lose market share automatically, and here's why. At some point, they're going to go from 100 and whatever million Switches down to 0. So at some point, they have to lose market share.
What do you mean? Oh, what do you mean?
When they launch their next console.
Oh.
So they're not just going to stay at 100 plus million forever. Like the cycle's reset. So at some point, they're going to lose market share and they have to rebuild it back up.
Yeah, but yeah,
so I don't know how they're going to lose 3%.
But they're implying that I feel like they're implying that their PlayStation, Nintendo going to lose market share because Xbox is going to be just outselling both of them or something like that. And yeah, I don't see that.
Why? Yeah, that's what. Because I didn't see the tweet. Because I guess he replied to Next Gen Gamer, that little doofball that blocked me.
Who blocked you?
His name is Next Gen Gamer or something like that.
Zaire?
No, not Next Gen 17. The dude that is some PlayStation dude.
I'm blocked too, though. Smoove, though. Welcome.
I was trying to figure out what everybody was capping for. Is like, because Sean Layden said something like, "Oh my god," you know what I mean? He that he's walking to accuracy or something like that. So,
he's not wrong a lot. I will say that Sean Layden is not wrong.
Michael Pachter had to say.
Michael Pachter said that PlayStation. I forgot what he said about it. He said
PlayStation won't exist in 10 years is what he said.
That means PlayStation's about to dominate.
As we know it, apparently. That's what I think that was his more accurate statement.
I mean, that could be true. They're putting their games on PC.
Yeah.
And they about to reveal that subscription service, baby.
Woo!
Y'all want to get
These
into that?
segues this week been fired. Jeez.
Oh yeah, y'all on y'all game today.
They
Okay,
on
so
point, PG. They on point, man.
yes, sir. So PlayStation Spartacus is rumored to be revealed this upcoming week. The media is portraying it as a Game Pass competitor, but from what we've learned, it's not an actual Game Pass competitor because none of the games are gonna. You're not getting day one games, new day one games with PlayStation Spartacus, whatever it's actually going to be called. It is I guess an answer to Game Pass, but it's not going to compete with it by day one games. It's just a subscription service competitor, which seems to fold in PS Now, PS Plus, and we're gonna see what else. What else they have. We don't have any confirmations. There's been a whole bunch of rumors and fake leaks and stuff like that. But honestly, we have no idea. We're gonna learn this week. Thoughts on this Spartacus?
Where is this coming from?
I got nothing to say.
What was that, Whitney?
Where does this rumor come from in the first place? Because I saw a tweet, PlayStation made that really ambiguous tweet. And then everyone was like, "Oh, Spartacus." Like, is that literally where it came from, or was there legitimate reason to think this is going to be released this week?
No, it was just it's just. Oh, excuse me. It's just a rumor from some people who I guess are close to the industry. It seems
it came from Bloomberg, right? It came from Bloomberg. So
it might have been Bloomberg. Bloomberg is usually right about stuff most of the time. The leaks about what each tier is going to be seems to be completely wrong. Well, some of that stuff probably will be in it, but those leaks don't seem to be come from anywhere actually, legitimate. But yeah.
No, I've been already seeing people try to rationalize, the value and how so much better PlayStation is going to do it. After years of trying to convince me how bad Game Pass is for gaming. So I'm looking forward to see what they do with the services. How I see it, I see regardless of how they roll this stuff out, something's increasing by whether it be PS Plus, whether it be PS Now, since they're pretty much getting merged together. I think, and they're gonna roll it out in a major way. It may not have to have any day one games in it, but there's gonna be some heat in the service. You know what I mean? You gotta entice you. They're not gonna just say, here's our service. Don't subscribe to it because we ain't got shit in it. There's gonna be some enticing shit in there. So I'm not falling for the whole. It's a Game Pass competitor. I don't care. You don't have to have games day and date. You need games day and date. It just. For example, they can have day and date games. It just won't be first party day and date games in there. But if they get a third party or second party or indie day and date that has
it could be
like Volcano High can launch day and date in there, Stray can launch day and date in there, and that would be a big deal. So to me that's a Game Pass competitor. I mean, Xbox isn't dropping games every day, every month, and most of the games that drop in there day and date are independent and third party games and second party games. So I'm just curious to see how everything shakes out, what they're going to do with pricing, what these tiers look like. And most importantly, I want to see what the name is because Spartacus is not rolling off my tongue.
No. No, it's PS Plus. They said they just going to rebrand PS Plus. It's going to have the same name. It's just going to have different tiers. That was my understanding.
PS Plus Gold.
So are they going to, by doing that, right? Because right now we pay for PS Plus, on annual basis?
Yeah.
Are now we're gonna be are they gonna drag us to pay monthly at this point in time? Or are we gonna automatically be converted to whatever tier our current subscription falls under?
From my understanding, it's gonna be 3 tiers. We already been over this shit, but the current PlayStation Plus as it's constructed right now, from my understanding, that would just be tier 1, right? So when they converted, everybody's gonna be tier 1. Then tier 2 kick in with some of the PS Now implementation, and then tier 3 got all the backwards compatibility, supposedly from every previous PlayStation system, which I hope is true. We'll see. I'm just happy, man. I get to be one of the people that champion this service, that promote and enjoy this service, and I don't have to be looked at as a hypocrite, right? I'm not one of these guys that run around and say, "Oh, I don't play old games. I hate old games." I still play PS3 games, right? I'm not one of these guys that say Game Pass is not the best deal in gaming, and I want to pay $70 for all my games. I got Game Pass right now, right? So I'm just glad I don't have to switch up like some of these fuck nigga coons on Twitter and switch up their whole narrative, but I'm looking forward to Spartacus, whatever it may be. I just hope they price it correctly, and I hope they actually fulfill the rumors. They ain't never promised shit, but I hope they fulfill the rumors, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I just hope it does more than PS
Mm-hmm.
Plus, to be honest, because like I actually forget I have PS Plus sometimes until the money comes out. So I don't know. Like some of the games have been okay, but I personally haven't played a PS Plus game in a while. So yeah.
Ooh, you ain't lying about that. Them joints definitely been spooky. And they just brought what was that Shadow Warrior 3 drop day and date with PS Now.
Yep.
So that kind of lends to the the growing rumors with what this new service may be. So
Yeah,
hopefully it's something nice, man.
probably some third-party games day one. Definitely not going to be first party. I think this rumor said it will debut with a quote-unquote splashy lineup of hit games, combines PS Now and PlayStation Plus with multiple tiers. Most expensive tier gives access to demos and ability to stream games. So we'll find out. We'll find out this week. We'll see. I'm just gonna,
Yes, sir.
I'm
I just
gonna get
read up
whatever.
on PS Plus too, man. Last week I just read up on that shit.
Yeah. I'm probably just gonna get whatever the lowest tier is, because I'm interested in the demos, but at the same time, like, listen, the demos should be in the lowest tier, whatever comes with PlayStation Plus, because that's
That's gonna be the
They
highest
make
tier.
a multiplayer
Oh,
tier
man.
free now.
Them 5 hour, because these ain't no regular. These supposed to be like from 1 hour to like 5 hours. Them definitely gonna be on the
Yeah.
highest tier. Like they're not giving that to.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm finna do that. I just want the basic one, because all I really care about is PlayStation Plus for the online, because I don't even play PlayStation Plus games. Can't tell you the last time I played one.
I haven't touched a PlayStation Plus game
Yeah.
because usually I just cop a game if I'm really wanting it. But if it don't come day one to Plus, I really what I mean, I already have it.
When's the
Yeah.
last time you played a multiplayer PlayStation game, BJ?
Oh man, I'm starving out here, bro. I'm thirsty. I'm dying. Most people would say Returnal counts, and yeah, technically it's multiplayer, but it's co-op. I mean, yeah, but PvP. I need some PvP in my life, and good old Jim Ryan said they're on the way.
That's another segue, BG. We working today. That's another segue.
Oh,
it
you got
is.
some super chats.
I don't
in there.
even know what this one segues into.
Haven Studios, bitch.
Oh yeah, fire. Oh, we on point today. Okay.
Well, some of us are, BG. Kind of.
PlayStation has acquired Haven Studios, the studio that just became up and running last year by Jade Raymond, the producer. She was a producer at Ubisoft, at EA. Worked on some of the Assassin's Creed games, some of the Star Wars games, I believe. Her past few projects that she was in position for, those didn't come out. Like, I think the last two projects, wherever she was, those didn't come out for some reason. It was like bad situations. So, I'm a little bit skeptical, of her, but she's got a resume,
Wasn't she has Stadia too?
Might have been.
She might have
Google
been.
Stadia. I think she was like
and then
president or
left. It
something.
might have been. I can't remember. But the game they're working on is a multiplayer, AAA multiplayer game, right? We don't know the genre. And PlayStation was apparently so impressed, right? This is what they said in the blog, right? PlayStation invested in this studio early on, obviously. That's why they were making a PlayStation exclusive. Jim Ryan, Herman Hulst, they saw this game. It's obviously still in very early concept. And in the blog, they said they're so impressed by what they seen in this multiplayer game. They're like, we got to buy this studio pronto, like immediately, right? Just bring them under us. And that's what they did. They said the studio is working on something fire. They said they're even ahead of schedule, like way ahead of schedule. That's something you never hear about studios is, the development of the game being ahead of schedule. So they bought them. I'm a little bit, I ain't gonna lie, Jack. That kind of worries me, because I'm like, if I don't know, even though I want PlayStation, obviously, to make these multiplayer games, these live action games, I'm completely for it. That doesn't necessarily mean that I have complete faith in PlayStation, in Herman Hulst, probably, because he worked on Killzone. But I overall, I don't know if I trust their evaluation of multiplayer games.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
this game seems to me to be like almost like it could be an MMO, like it could be something like Destiny, because they keep on harping on the fact that it has these quote unquote like social features, and it brings gamers together. And I ain't really trying to hear all that kumbaya stuff. I'm trying to like shoot somebody in the head. So yeah, go ahead.
I definitely, I mean, we got to be honest. PlayStation saw a lot of shit like, Destruction All Stars as well. So what we really talking about? My thing with this thing, and I saw a little bit of the concept art. I definitely think this is going to be some type of sci-fi first-person shooter. I'm almost 100% confident that's what type of game, and I don't really want that. I got to be honest. I'm probably not going to play this game. I'm probably not going to like this game, but I will say. This announcement, I guess it's a cool announcement. It's never too. I guess it's never bad having more people at your situation. My issue with this is people tried to meme this, and people tried to. Xbox fans always taking L's. I just don't want. Smoove, what's going on with y'all dudes, bro? They was trying to make fun of the organic growth statement by PlayStation, and I thought you were all about organic. I don't know what's more organic than fully funding and forming a studio and then actually purchasing. Well, how more organic can you get? What are we talking about?
It was the dumbest thing. It was the dumbest thing on earth this week. Seeing that, bro, like, because they funded the studio for their first game, right? And
essentially, the studio to make the fucking game, like, from my understanding, right? Yeah.
Essentially, what this is building a game from the ground up. That's literally pretty much what this is.
They funded the game. They liked the game, so they bought the studio.
And for some reason, people think this isn't like organic or it's like strays from what PlayStation does. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Like, if anything, this perfectly aligns. It's the opposite in the way that they purchased a studio without dating them, but it's completely aligns with what they do because they bought a studio in the very beginning, and that's what they've also done. Like an unproven studio to build it up. That's something they've done. So yeah, I don't get it.
Name me one studio Microsoft's ever built organically.
Maybe
Turn 10, the initiative.
Lionhead.
The initiative is
close.
Don't do that
No.
one.
No. It's Turn 10, the initiative, and you can even say Playground technically because they only worked with Xbox.
Turn 10, I'll agree with. What has the initiative released?
Well, that's the thing. They're in the same position as
rumors and half their staff. That's what they released.
Yeah, I don't know.
343.
343 is an offshoot of ex-Bungie employees and off the scrap heap free agents. That's not organic.
What do you mean? Okay. So Coalition would be the same thing essentially. Then.
Coalition and Turn 10.
Either.
Yep. Those two, because Bungie already was making Marathon and shit on PC.
So you want to come? Hey, gaming, come through, brother. Come through. You know you always welcome.
I just don't see what Xbox does is fine. Like, listen, if they want to buy studios, like that's not that's fine too. But like but people acting like this is some bizarre shift from what PlayStation does. I'm like, bro, y'all realize PlayStation bought Guerrilla literally when they were a shit studio and essentially had like one game. They've done that with several games where the studios were no names in the industry, and PlayStation bought them. This is a no name studio. PlayStation bought them. They're going to build them up. That's something they've done plenty of times in the past. So that's it.
What's adding on coming here and build Smoove for his back surgery?
Oh, brother.
Come through, Addict, man. Come through. Oh, he ain't got. I don't think he got the role. Let me see.
I should. I don't think I ever removed his role.
Oh no, he got it. He got it.
Yeah, he got it.
Smoove is back.
Yeah, that's all I really have to say about the Haven Studio purchase. We
gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna find out.
And they got it for the low. Yeah, and they literally bought them for nothing. I'm sure because they don't own anything.
What else are they buying? Like
exactly, it cost them nothing.
Well, until they release
keep on buying, please.
Until they release something. I mean, I don't know why anybody's gonna be excited or show something or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't get excited for these acquisitions, as people call them. It's like, come on.
Yeah. And people like to act like all acquisitions are, made. That's what bothers me when people act like all acquisitions are the same. They act like buying a studio that literally has made nothing is the same thing. And once again, this is not an issue, but you can't act like buying a studio that literally has made nothing. Investing them from the start is the same thing as buying Activision. People literally see it as the same thing, Jack.
Exactly.
I'm like, what are y'all talking about?
Like a numbers thing.
Yeah,
People dumb as
it's
hell.
it's weird. I don't know
Destiny
where
player count numbers looking like.
Destiny's pretty.
Destiny-
From what I saw,
It had over 1
Destiny's
million
still-
pre-orders. The last
Damn. How them 343 Halo Infinite numbers looking? No, speaking of Halo, I heard that the people that made the show didn't even play the games or read the book.
I don't
Yeah,
blame
yeah,
them.
I think they
look
said
out the fans don't play the game and read the books. I don't blame them.
Wasn't
shit.
it Peter? What is it? Steven Spielberg or something like that? Or no, he didn't.
I
do
have
that?
no idea.
Nigga, Weapon Wheel averages more. Weapon Wheel Weekly averages more views than the average player count daily on Halo Infinite.
Well,
Halo
our
Infinite
viewers,
is not-
our viewers ain't doing us right because Halo Infinite makes more money.
Well, hey, listen, I'm not gonna argue that neither, man.
I
Shit,
mean,
Nigga, we
maybe
don't got
we-
microtransactions.
Maybe
We don't got
should
cat
start
ears.
selling cat ears.
We actually do.
I mean, we got memberships, but we don't got cat ears though.
We should start selling cat
You know what
ears.
else we need? What else we need, man? Need some
I know.
NFTs out this
Yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah, need some NFTs, bro.
Attic, I'm giving you 5 minutes, bro. Get your stuff off.
Let me turn down my speakers. I look in here. Hold on.
What the?
Halo Infinite is a good game, BJ.
Yeah, I've
That's
never
good.
defended Halo Infinite.
I'm just What's good at it?
You sound low. Is that only me?
What? I sound low?
Okay.
No,
you're-
that's
okay,
just
Don't
good now.
start speaking up, nigga. We hear you. We hear you.
You got
Typical
fi-
depressed Xbox attitude.
5 minutes. Go ahead, sir.
I mean, the only thing I was gonna say about I think people get like, I've always felt like what Sony's doing now is more like natural growth than what like Insomniac and them are, like buying a studio from the ground up and building from it, and not necessarily working with the studio for years and then buying them. So like, I agree with you guys. I think that the problem is people on YouTube and Twitter and stuff, they were Sony's motive is they buy studios they've worked with for years, they've built close relationships with, they know that the relationships there, then they buy them. I think that people are getting that confused more than anything else. Because let's be real here, when they bought like Insomniac, they're like, well, that's how Sony does stuff. They buy studios they've worked with for years.
Mm-hmm.
So you saying just the lack of them not really working together? I can see what you're saying. I can see that.
Because they, it's always been like, Sony invests in the companies, and if it works out well for both parties, then they invest. So this is kind of like the unnorm. They're investing before they've really like shown any results, which Sony's seeing more results than the community would, but it's still interesting they would buy a game before they see if the community's even gonna fuck with whatever they make.
No, that's how you get it cheap.
Oh yeah, definitely. But it's also how you get a bonfire if it flops. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
True.
That's why it is risky.
Risk
It's
reward.
low risk, but it's also still risky.
Yeah.
Destiny's definitely making a not Destiny. Bungie's definitely making a game because Sony would not buy them otherwise.
I hope they are
Yeah,
making a game. Shit.
Yeah, they said they're working on it, another game, and
That new game is multiplayer though. Yeah, I think it's multiplayer.
Yeah.
When they mean multiplayer, it'll probably be PC, Xbox. I mean PC, PlayStation. It probably won't be on Xbox.
I don't think we're gonna be on.
Yeah.
No.
all right, that's all I want to say. I'll go ahead and take off.
All right.
Oh,
All
hold
right,
up, Addict. Hold up, Addict. Tell us about your back.
Hey, this dude by crazy.
Did you help Smoove with the final boss?
I think
He
he left
left,
already.
man.
Yeah, he left already.
He can't stop him fuck shit, man.
Oh, man. He ain't
Smoove,
trying to give
how'd
out
you-
no secrets.
Smoove, how'd you beat the final boss? Who helped you?
You're gonna have to actually. It should be on my Xbox Live account. I think I recorded it.
Well, just tell us, man. We're in a podcast. We can't just access it.
Oh, okay. Well, of course, I've had help in taking care of the Iron Giant, or no, the Fire Giant, and the last boss. Which the last boss, the first part wasn't that bad. His second part was just a little weird.
All he does is roll.
With the Fire Giant, no, fuck that. That dude is, I don't know what it is. But then again, all right, here's a problem I had with Elden Ring, right? The biggest, and this happened with me in other Souls games.
I didn't upgrade a weapon literally until after the fire giant.
You are an idiot.
So what happened was
no,
but because the thing is like I would get a weapon from a boss, right? And I'm like, oh shit, this is dope. And then
Wait, Addict's the boss?
No. See, stop. That didn't see. And that's over-exaggerated. No. Because I got the weapon from I got a couple weapons. A weapon from Black Blade Kindred, the Radon outfit and weapon. I want to use those. So what I would do is I would use those weapons. But the thing is like it would say when I would go to upgrade them, I would need fucking somber stones, and I'm like, well, I have a bunch of them, but I didn't realize they were like certain levels. So I would have like, let's say, a bunch of level somber stones 3 or something like that, but they were asking for somber stones 1. And so I was like, yo, how do I upgrade these weapons? I have all these stones and I can't apply them. And then somebody we met on Xbox when I was trying to use the LFG feature to get some help on that fucking giant. It was like, oh no, you gotta identify the actual stones and then buy them. So after that fight, I went and used my stones, and I was able to have upgraded my beastly upgraded weapons after the fire giant, because that's when I went back to the round table and bought whatever stones I was missing from the bell.
It tells you what stones you need to
upgrade, but the thing
it
says the stones, but the thing is I wasn't paying attention to the number beside it. Like it was like it didn't make any sense. I was just looking at somber stone, smithing stone. I was like, okay, I have somber stones and smithing stones. Why can I upgrade shit? So, but that was that,
brother. Okay.
Yo, this is like, how did you survive math class in like grade school?
Because math class was very specific. It told you exactly the question. In Elden Ring, it wasn't that clear.
Nigga, it literally says to upgrade, you need this stone of this caliber number.
Well, I thought that number said that's how many that I had when I first saw them. So.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Let's go. Yeah. This boy Smoove something else. All right. Now let's see what else we got. Jack, that studio, Ilphonic, that made that trash Predator game and a bunch of other trash games, they making another Ghostbusters game.
They made one fire game. Let's put some respect on Friday the 13th, the game, sir. Okay.
Well, they're making another game in that vein. It's going to be Ghostbusters, Spirit Unleashed. You into this?
I'm not a Ghostbusters fan personally, but I will say I feel like this IP and this concept lends itself well to a asymmetrical multiplayer game. I can see this game being it's all about execution with these guys, right? They got all the IPs in the world they can, make games out of. It's just if they execute it right. I feel like they executed Friday the 13th correctly. The game still had its issues, but it was a good game. Predator's Hunting Ground is fucking trash. I'm sorry, the shit sucks. This game, like I said, with the IP, the huge fan base, I think they can make this work. Just gotta execute it right.
All right. I don't want to spend too much time talking about trash, so I just want to ask you.
Yo, okay. They should have made some more DLC for Friday. I think they
at least got a cool developer name, Ilphonic.
Absolutely.
So a Sony Santa Monica dev has reconfirmed, because some people were starting to have their doubts, that God of War Ragnarok still coming out 2022. Last time we saw gameplay was last year. We're expecting something mid-year, probably a state of play later this year. Want to ask Whitney, are you into God of War? Did you play the last one?
No, I still need to play it, honestly. Yeah. Do you know that's another thing that girl said as well? Well, the fake account, she was like, "Are you ready to admit it's not coming out this year?" And that got to me as well. I was like, "How do you know that?" But yeah, they've been pretty quiet about it. I mean, I don't think anyone should assume they're not going to drop it this year. Like, they definitely will. It's just, they're very cloak and dagger with this kind of release, I think. So we will see. But yeah, no, I'll need to play the last one. I'll have to probably watch some kind of nerdy, story catch up or something as well.
Because you didn't play the originals either? The original trilogy?
Played any God of War game?
No, I know.
Okay, hey, BG, you know what to do, bro.
You got to catch up.
I know. Get to the fuck out of here.
Wait, is the original trilogy? It's not on PS. Can you play it on PS5, Jack?
Who said that? Huh?
Is the original trilogy? Can you play it on PS5? The original trilogy?
You can play You could play God of War 3 on PS5. I think that's all.
Yeah, but the original.
Well, if you get PS Now, you got PS Now?
No, but I might end up with it this week apparently. So
you betting 1,000 right now. Well, yeah, if you get PS now, you can play all the games on there.
Yeah, it's heat.
I don't have
You'll
an answer.
love
Just it's just one of those things I've just not played, but I probably will. I don't think I'll play all the old ones though, because I've seen people playing them recently, and I'm just like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
I'm telling you, you're gonna like them. You got to try them out. Try them out.
Here we go again.
Yeah,
the same thing happened with Uncharted. Like I hadn't played the first ones, and everyone was like, "You need to play it. You need to play it." So I played all 3 of them, and that was fun to be fair. So
what was your favorite one? Favorite Uncharted.
Second one was my favorite. Still stand by that. Still
Wait,
stand by it. The second one. Yeah.
Oh, see, yeah.
Oh, you play Horizon? What other games you do?
Wait. Hold on. Did you play 4? Uncharted 4?
I'm still playing it now.
Okay.
So, yeah, I can't judge all of them at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, I want to judge. I'll judge it after Lost Legacy, obviously. But like, I still, even when I'm mid like Uncharted 4, like I don't. I think 2 is still better, to be honest. But that's
You're
just my
right.
opinion.
It is definitely better.
I don't think nobody argues that 2 is the most fun Uncharted game. But if you're talking about story, structure, and shit that actually happened, I think 4 is better.
Well,
but 2 is definitely the most fun game to play. I ain't gonna argue that.
Yeah, I don't know. The third one I felt was weird as well. People were like, "Yeah, that's my favorite one. Oh my god, I can't wait!" And then I think the only bit I was excited about was a bit of London, obviously, because I think I was talking about this on Twitter. I was like, I need a good game set in London, and then that happened for like 1 chapter, and then it was just straight into this weird like demonic stuff. And then all that stuff with the spiders as well. I was like, yeah, you can miss me with that. I don't like it.
Yeah, they tried to go
also
for the psychological boss with Marlene. Or whatever her name is. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, God of War, like I don't see myself playing the really, really old games. I don't know. Maybe I will.
This is crazy.
Yeah, if you don't, then you gotta get caught up. Watch the IGN be having those God of War stories explained in like.
Watch no IGN recap. Them niggas do not be knowing what the fuck they talking about.
I think they recaps are okay.
It'd be like 80% correct, and then they say some dumb. Nah, man, you got to just watch all the cutscenes or something. Do that.
Oh man. Okay. All right. Moving on. Let's see. Did y'all know they removed? They apparently removed. Well, not removed, but Fortnite has a no building mode now. I didn't know that
for this season.
Yep.
I think they
BG's about to go in there and terrorize these kids.
Yeah, people fucking with it too, BG. This new season.
But what's crazy is bro, I remember I probably can't go back to the tweet because that's probably a banned Twitter old banned Twitter account. But I said this at least like 4 years ago, I feel that it should have a no building mode because that was the main thing I hated about the game. And they were like, that's what makes the game and that's what differentiates the game for everything else. I was like, yeah, but it's still ass. Like it still sucks, So I ain't gonna lie. I want to try it out. I don't know if I will, but I want to see, how it is, But yeah, I hated that part of the game. I think that's the worst. That's the worst part of the game, honestly.
They took it out for a while. You should go try it out. Maybe you'll like it.
Yeah, they're probably gonna keep it as a mode. They should, because not everybody want to be doing all that Bob the Builder bullshit.
Hey, meet me in Twisty Towers, BG. We can run that. You know what I mean?
Hey, man. All right, I'm down, bro.
That ain't that location ain't in Fortnite though.
Huh?
Hold on. What the? Hey, yo, who the fuck just said? Oh, okay.
All right, Jack on his weird shit today.
I'm about to hack into my shit, man.
That's some spot in Memphis you be into? Okay.
Nigga, I wish.
Yeah. All right. So
it's crazy.
Might try that out. People feeling it. Okay. Game Pass. We got some Game Pass stats. Actually, before we get into that, Suicide Squad delayed till 2023.
Ew.
So it's been somebody pointed out that damn, what's the studio name that's making this? It's because they made the last
Rocksteady?
Yeah, Rocksteady. Bro, I'm starting to forget their name because the last game they dropped was like 2014?
2015. They haven't made a game in man.
Yeah, they're working on a decade.
That's insane that you haven't dropped a game in that long. And
it's ridiculous.
And this game better hit, bro. If you've been working on
this game don't look like a decade worth of development. I'm telling you, Gotham Knights is gonna be a better. I'm telling y'all,
absolutely.
Man, listen to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I don't think nobody doubts. I don't think nobody. I
No,
don't know.
everybody thinks Suicide Squad gonna be a better guy. I think Gotham
They
Knights gonna be a
tripping.
better game.
They tripping. And my thing is like, I'm looking at this. Well, we've only seen one gameplay, right? But we know what the game is. And I'm thinking like, what exactly is it about this game that warrants this much time? Like, I don't see it. It's got to just be like trouble. Because is this 4-player co-op?
I don't know. It should be, right? It should be, yeah. One of them 2-player, one of them 4-player.
And this is not a games as a service. Right? I don't think it is.
Well, it was rumored to be, but they said it's not.
So I just don't see like what about this game. Hardhead said it's 2-player co-op. So yeah, like what the hell is it about? I don't know. I just don't know what about this game that's like taking them so long, like what they're having trouble with. Like as far as I know, the scope of this game isn't like huge or gigantic. Maybe it's bigger than we think it is. Yeah, I just don't get it. I don't know, man. So 2023.
Hey, BG, you getting that?
You lazy cheap bastard. Yeah,
we can run that, man. We can run that.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it on console. I mean, I'll see. But Gotham Knights definitely gonna be better, without a doubt.
I think it's gonna be better, even though it's made by, I guess people claim, the less superior dev compared to Rocksteady. But I don't know. I'm feeling like I don't know. I got a feeling, man. The Suicide Squad ain't looking too hot. I don't know what the fuck people see in that game. That gameplay didn't really do nothing. It didn't really move the needle for me at all. People like, oh my god, it looks amazing. Like, what the fuck were you looking at, bro?
Yeah.
I don't know. They got it.
All right. So Whitney, I know you got to go because it's like almost midnight over there in the UK.
Yeah.
By the way, Smoove doesn't respect the UK. He's always slandering the UK.
That's true.
Yeah. Every time we bring up the UK how sales go, he's like, the UK doesn't matter. Stop bringing them up.
Please watch this.
Oh.
Hey, no. Here's the thing, right? I never said UK doesn't matter. Well, when in terms of sales, in the grand scheme of things, I feel like their sales numbers or their charting is overblown and over exaggerated, because the UK numbers versus, let's say, North America for the same games. A game could rank literally #1 or break records in the UK by selling like 102,000 the first week, which that is good enough to fall right outside the top 20 here in North America. And the thing is that people use those charts and as representative of like worldwide, like this is everything. So I try to paint a picture, but nobody wants to listen.
Keep popping, please, Jack. You hear all this?
People do. And people just say, only people take from that is that, oh, I'm saying UK people don't matter. That's not the case. I just don't think their sales are representative or accurately depicted when we're talking about the overall grand scheme of things.
Yeah,
you cleaned it up, man.
Yeah, he's trying to clean it up, make it sound nice.
That boy shook right now.
Yeah,
someone in the chat was like, you don't like UK people, so I don't know.
Oh,
I love me so. I watched Top Boy. I've been watching it for 5 seasons.
That literally sounds like I got a black friend. That sounds the same thing.
You ain't been talking in the podcast because we got a UK one. Oh wow.
No. I mean, we got we had a ton of like I got a ton of I see. The thing is, I don't want to make the mistake.
I got a black friend.
I don't want to make the mistake and assume everybody's from the UK because of their accent. I think the accent is awesome. But the thing is, remember, we got Nesaga. She's been here a couple times. I had her on the podcast. We also had who else? Damn it.
He's trying to think of all his UK people.
You're that's crazy. That's crazy.
This is literally I love black people, bro. This is the white person. I love black people. I swear I do. I got a black friend. I invite them over all the time. We hang out. Smoove. Just let it go, bro. It's okay, bro. We know how you feel. Anyway, so Whitney, tell everybody where they can find you, the Twitter, YouTube channel, all that.
Yeah, you can find my Twitter, Whitney's Vision. Well, yeah, that's what it's called. And then my YouTube's the same name. And then Twitch, I've not been on Twitch for a while, but maybe I'll do something for Returnal. I don't know. So we'll see. Maybe I'll play God of War, guys. You never know. So that's where you can find me.
All right.
And Whitney Vision, like, is it a take from like WandaVision?
Well, this is, do you know what? I'm glad we're speaking about this because I wanted just Whitney Vision, but then this other random lady on YouTube has literally got the same name. I don't know. She just does some children's videos, whatever. And she was just like, oh, yeah, I watch WandaVision. That's what I'm going to call myself now. And I'm like TV. And so I was like, okay, cool. But yeah, I was like, no, well, I still want the name. So I'm still going to use it. And yeah, there's literally no great story behind it. I just was watching it at the time and thought it was nice and have stuck with it. And here we are. Here we are.
Appreciate you coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Oh, she's got to leave?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to sleep. Like, I've got work tomorrow. It's nearly midnight here. You know, time difference. I thought it was 4 hours. I think what happened, the clock's changed.
6.
And then it's 5 hours difference. So I'm screwed. But I had fun, guys. Thanks for having me. And yeah,
appreciate you. You know, whenever we can again, you know, definitely try to get you back on, you know, even though there's a time difference. So yeah, appreciate you.
Definitely. And Smoove, I hope you like UK people a bit more.
You know what? This is actually fun because this is the first like normal UK person we've met in a while on YouTube.
Oh,
they
man.
were
What do you mean normal? What the hell?
in the gaming community, the UK people are like the Australians. They just
Is that the same thing?
No, I'm saying they're two different groups, but they're neck and neck for like the weirdest people in gaming.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we think Americans are a little bit weird, but you know.
No, we're stupid.
They are. They are extremely weird.
I mean,
All right, guys, I gotta
think
go.
about this way.
Thanks for having
All
me.
right.
No problem.
All right, later, Whitney.
The Australians are trying to pretend to be women. It's always the Australians doing something weird.
And the Xbox fans trying to pretend to be gamers. Like it's the whole shit fucked up.
Everybody faking.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Everybody.
Oh,
faking.
it's all clout.
Hate to see it. Oh man. Okay, so let me see what else we got left. Yeah, let's talk about Game Pass now.
I thought you guys talked about that. I went to get a coffee.
No, we had switched to Suicide Squad being delayed till
Coffee,
2023.
how you like your coffee? You don't seem like you're drinking black.
Straight black.
You want to? You're a black guy.
I'm a straight black guy.
This is the first time you ever been able to say that. That's crazy. Good shit.
I mean, shit.
Looking for a replacement to coffee over this past weekend. I haven't been able to find it, but I'm still searching.
What the fuck replaces coffee except for nasty ass sugary energy drinks?
Yeah, energy drinks. That's the only other.
I don't know. I've been trying to find something to keep me up, though. I've been working like 13-hour shifts and everything. So
I mean, I always keep a pack of 4 or 5 hour energies in my car just in case. But
There
those
might
are
be
like emergency driving provisions.
There might be some, you know, natural foods that are energy boosters as they claim, but I don't know what they are.
Exercise.
Yeah,
that makes me tired.
Or just go to sleep earlier.
There you go.
I'm back on my Ring Fit Adventure grind too, so after I'm done with a session, I just crash for like about 5 hours. So
Fuck is Ring Fit Adventure?
They're treating the Drewster.
The fitness game of dreams, exclusively for the Nintendo Switch.
Oh my god. I can't.
I know.
Yeah.
You got to use your knees a lot.
They need to bring back Dance Dance Revolution, man. That was my workout game of choice, man. Game was fire. Nobody? Okay.
Jack, you was playing Dance Dance?
Yeah, I used to play Dance Dance Revolution. Hell yeah.
Can
Why
y'all
are we
imagine
even
all the
talking about
flubber
Gamepass?
flying all over the place? Jack playing it?
Oh, speaking of which, Jack, what was
Mad
that
as
one
hell. Mad
what
as
was
hell.
that one Twitter video I saw where you were out there? I don't know what you were doing, swing on a pole, having your leg above your head. What the? Tell me that was Photoshop.
I don't even know what you're talking about, Bon. That's crazy.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna report that account that was spreading salacious imagery. I don't. You know, it's crazy.
But Jack, did you really lose weight with Dance Dance Revolution?
Hell yeah. I used to play it twice a day back in the day.
You can lose weight being active and not eating jiggy food.
Hey, whoa. Hey, I had a chicken salad today. All right, I had a chicken salad.
100-pound easy if you stopped eating that jiggy shit.
I can't do it, man. It's a way of life, Bon. You know what I mean?
So no, it's a way of death. Ask Zion Williams.
Hey, I'm about that too. I'm like Biggie. What'd you say?
I would definitely watch your little fitness adventure, you know, documented on YouTube. I think that would be an amazing series for you, Jack.
I'd watch it too if it was a real thing. Shit. Absolutely. Shit.
You got to make it a real thing though. Just go jogging out in the hood. Show us the world of.
Now, what if I don't get back up? I'm gonna have to live stream because what if I don't make it back? You know what jogging in the hood in Memphis entails, Blandrew?
I don't know.
You got to come up off something.
I just picked up the most lethal weapon to Nintendo fans in Elden Ring.
Subtitles?
Soap.
Wow, that's hateful.
I was like voice acting in this mother. Oh no shit.
Nope. Soap.
Tragic.
Yeah, I think somebody said at the latest Evo tours because they're not having Smash. They're like, well, I guess it'll smell better.
Yeah, somebody did say that.
That's fucked up. And nobody will get sexually assaulted either.
Oh, brother.
So that's two good things without Nintendo.
No, wasn't that the main guy in charge of Evo doing all that?
No, but that one girl was like,
that nigga was crazy.
Kid.
They said nigga had young boys twerking for arcade tokens.
It's funny how everybody said that low tier God was the bad guy. He's the one that came out the best out of all of it.
Yeah,
low-key,
he did.
Low-key.
Came out unscathed because even though he's definitely a toxic, he's not like touching
a criminal
people. Yeah, he's not touching people inappropriately. You know. All right,
there's always
Smoove,
those overly positive people.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah. So read out some Game Pass stats. I don't know where these came from, but I'm pretty sure they're official. They came from somewhere official. So Game Pass
and Terabon.
Oh, it was Phil Spencer. Okay, cool. So Game Pass members play 40% more titles after joining. Also, they play games across 30% more genres after joining. The average player, average 8. What is it saying?
Any day now, BG. Power through it.
Okay.
Power through it, man. What the fuck
I didn't know what it. Listen, I didn't know what it was saying because I wrote these down myself and I was rushing. Okay, so for new games for large publishers, right? 3.5 players lift compared to similar games not on Game Pass. So they were talking about the lift. 15 times more players try out new indie games. Game Pass members are 4 times more likely to stream on Twitch. Game Pass members 50% more likely to spend money more than similar users. And a whole bunch of other stuff saying Game Pass users are more likely to.
They didn't.
Here's the only stat that matters. How many of them are finishing games?
That's what I was going at. Where's the game beat stat at?
That's there's none of that.
Oh, so it doesn't fucking matter. Okay, cool.
So basically, you have a buffet where people are dibbling and dabbling, but nobody's eating anything.
I'll start it up.
Yes, essentially, people in Game Pass they're experimenting with everything in Game Pass, and that leads to more time played, more trying new things, sampling everything. That's what it's doing. Spending, in some case, spending more on microtransactions and stuff like that, spending more on the game, just overall stuff like that. So
still not beating no games. That's pretty smooth.
Yeah.
What do you think about these stats?
The stats are, the stats honestly mean nothing to me. It means a lot for the developers because that gives them opportunity to get an idea of how they can, pretty much monetize on the Xbox platform and how they can pretty much benefit from Xbox Game Pass. So, but I figured that would happen. Now, I don't know if these stats are only based on the Xbox platform because, hey, yeah, when I play games on Game Pass, I'm playing different genres. I've beaten more different types of games, tried out many different types of games. It opened up my wallet to buy some games on
So how come you're so broke when you saving all this money?
Oh, dude, it's only March, right?
So you don't gotta buy games till November.
I know, but it wasn't games that did let me live.
I'm trying. Look, if I was trying to prevent you from living, I would hit up Blanche, but give me the number of these Nintendo ninjas. I gotta get my money.
But anyway, Bon, you'll get your shit. You get your shit.
I know it's coming.
You gotta give me like 3 more business days.
No, it's coming. It's just gonna come right out of your Patreon check. That's all.
But these numbers are promising. I just hope because the thing is that Game Pass, the thing is, even in this little subscription age that we live in, it's hard to quantify how can this thing be monetized.
music subscriptions, they think they got it, but there's still questions about it. You know what I mean? There's same thing with movies. There's still questions about making money because somebody has to make money. The producers got to eat. The actors got to eat. Everybody has to eat. Game development.
I gotta eat.
Okay, video games. It's like the thing is what they're trying to push. The Xbox is trying to push, even though they have Game Pass. They want to assure developers that you don't even though we're pushing Game Pass, it's not like Game Pass or nothing. You could still thrive on our platform with or without Game Pass, because the beauty of Xbox Game Pass is just that it's not like, oh, this is the only way you can access games is through a subscription. You can still buy them. That's why the Xbox Game Pass doesn't have to be as profitable, or their margins don't have to look like Netflix margins or Apple Music margins, because that's not the only source of getting those games or making money on a platform. You know what I mean? Those games could still sell. They still got a outlet. You can still go into a Walmart and buy these games. You can still go onto Steam and buy these games. You can still go on the Xbox store and buy these games, or you can utilize your subscription. So, but yeah, man, numbers look promising, and hoping some other third parties jump on it. But go ahead.
So should we be? When do you think we're gonna get the next Game Pass numbers, like subscription numbers?
When they hit like 40 million, or when this Activision deal goes through. So
why not?
I was saying that.
Okay, because here's my thing about Game Pass, right? Because it's all about the sustainability, the subscriptions to eventually, I guess, reach profitability. And it's Microsoft; they got money, so they can, they can go unprofitable, with this for a long time. I get that, but haven't gotten, any new subscription numbers for, I don't remember the last time was, but
Activision deal. That's when they gave it to us.
And what was that? 25?
It was at 25, over 25 million. Mm-hmm.
So with any subscription service, people subscribe, unsubscribe, it goes up and down.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if Xbox has released things in Game Pass consistently since that time that would keep people subscribed, the majority of people subscribed, to reach even 30 million. Do you think they've even reached 30 million?
Halo
even though
Gears,
I mean, the way I look at it is I don't think they released anything on Game Pass in the first 3 months of the year that's really that enticing to I gotta subscribe to Game Pass. But this is the way I look at it. Every Xbox console sold is a Game Pass subscription sold, and every Xbox Series S sold is definitely a Game Pass subscription sold, and you pretty much have to look at it pretty much that way. They've been out. I mean, I'm not gonna say. I mean, they've been outselling PlayStation over the past month or so, and that is promising. So if Xbox sells, for example, 5 million or so shit like that this quarter, over the next 3 months, there's 5 million Game Pass subscriptions.
Smoove, you know why they're outselling PlayStation, right?
I don't really care how.
I mean,
why.
The PlayStation is sold out, but the Xbox is selling more with shit still in stock.
I mean, that's fine. You want consoles in stock so you can sell them.
I'm just saying. That is, you know what? That's actually a good point, Smoove. Why is Microsoft able to sell more, and have surplus in stock, while Sony can't?
Because PlayStation has the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 5 Digital are essentially the same systems. The Xbox Series S is a lot easier to produce.
No, so but you're producing two different systems. That should be hard.
But there's more Series S's on the market than there are Series X's.
True, but it should technically supply line. Sony would only have to have one supply line.
Yep.
Technically, Microsoft has to have two.
But isn't the S? Then don't they say the S is the components are?
Yeah,
is it the same chip? Is it the same chip?
Yeah, you could produce I forgot how many Series S's it gets to get one Xbox Series X. That's the number. The thing is that they're able to produce, I think, 2 times or 3 times as many Series S's than they are the Series X.
Yeah, it's just gonna be interesting because I know everybody's saying, okay, it's when the Starfields and the all the studios that they bought in acquisitions, when they release games, that's when, you know, Game Pass is gonna, you know, take off and, you know, reach the crazy numbers.
I'm telling you this right now.
I hope so.
As soon as this Activision deal closes, right, and that's the day that it closes is the day that button gets switched and all those games just go right into Game Pass. Exactly what they did to ZeniMax. As soon as the deal closed, they hit the switch, the game's flooded Game Pass. And
I
then
believe it's going there.
The goal is to get it done before this Call of Duty come out this year. The Call of Duty, this is the Call of Duty that comes out this year, right? Which is what the remake to what, Modern Warfare or something like that.
Yeah.
2.
Don't matter. They won't be able to advertise the games coming to Game Pass because Sony got marketing right.
No, bruh. Trust me, that shit's out the fucking window. Like, not to say that they'll be able to do this. The deal's done. The deal's done, right? Once they can announce that it's in Game Pass, bro. They will be able to announce that it's in Game Pass. Once the deal goes through, and if that game will be the first game, and it's to happen like this year, that game going in Game Pass, yeah, you want to see those numbers.
You
want to see those numbers.
All the Xbox acquisitions, will those be enough to sustain, you know, Game Pass at a great place for profitability? You think?
No,
because those acquisition costs. I mean, they're gonna make the money back over time and whatnot. But the goal is to, at some point, they got to be anticipating like a surplus. You know what I mean? You know, at one point, you know, Apple Music, even Paramount Plus and stuff like that, if something happens where you're gonna get the bulk of like people at like this one point in time. That's got to happen somewhere between the end of this year or the start of next year. And I think things are lining up for that to happen based on what they're going to be able to release, things they're going to be able to advertise, and the platforms that they're going to be on. So,
okay. So any of you moviegoers, explain this to me. Is Paramount like owned by the same company that like owns Nickelodeon stuff? Like, why is all Nickelodeon stuff like going on to Paramount?
Because Paramount.
Yeah. They own all that. Viacom, all that shit. Yeah.
So Viacom owns Nickelodeon, Paramount, all those things.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. And now South Park is going on it too.
Yeah, they own Comedy Central too. Comedy Central, VH1, MTV.
So the scary thing about that is if all those services are on any other subscription services, they're about to lose them pretty soon. We know what Disney did once they got their subscription service up and running. They was like, all right, peace. Yeah, we putting this shit
they
all
took
on
Luke Cage and they took Luke Cage away.
You know what's wild about all these subscription services? Eventually, it's just going to turn back into cable again anyway, because the smaller ones are going to have to team up and combine.
They're already doing
larger companies.
Some of them are already doing that.
I like that, yeah.
Because what's combined? They announced one recently. I think it's
Hulu.
It's HBO
ESPN Plus and what's called
HBO Max is combining. Well, they're folding something under HBO Max. I think I can't remember which one it was.
Crunchyroll shit on HBO Max.
Yeah.
Something is folding under HBO Max.
And like they used to have like the DC universe, and then they fold that into HBO, right? So shit's going to get consolidated, and we're going to be right back to where we started.
You can't have all these subscription services because it becomes more than cable.
Exactly. It just defeats the whole purpose. Like, God, I'm so pissed off at my dad, right? My dad tells me, "Oh, I invested 10 million, or not 10 million. I'm sorry, 10. My dad ain't that rich. 10,000, not 10 million. And my dad had 10 million. I wouldn't be talking to y'all niggas right now. I'd be on an island somewhere. But he tells me he invests 10 million and 10,000 in Netflix. I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, why not? Netflix doesn't have any competitors. I'm like, nigga, Netflix has a different competitor like every day. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, wait, was this early on when Netflix started, or he's talking about like
this was
now?
Like 2 months ago he did this.
Oh, he's tripping.
But me and my brother are like, what are you doing?
Yeah, he tripping.
Like he's like, Netflix has no competitors. I was like, Hulu, Paramount, Disney. Like by the time I got to like 9, he just told me to shut the fuck up.
Yo! Oh shit!
He just straight up told me to shut the fuck up once I got to like 9.
Definitely tripping.
I was like, you dumb as fuck.
Yeah, by the way, an analyst said that he believes that with Guardians of the Galaxy, you know, that just went into Game Pass recently. He said that Xbox paid Square like 5 to 10 million, he believes, to get that into Game Pass, which seems to be on the lower end. 5 to 10 million in game development is.
Hold on, guys. I'll be
not,
able to comment on this in a
That's
second.
a lot.
I don't think that's a lot. I mean, to Square that seems
I
to
mean,
be
if it
on.
would have been
Well,
in their day one, if it would have been in their day one,
Okay, here's how you're not
Exactly.
looking at it. You're not looking at it the right way. 5 to 10 million is not a lot. It's a good chunk for Square Enix, but if I'm Microsoft, I give out 5 to 10 million to get a game. And how much is an Xbox Game Pass a month?
if you got Ultimate.
So that's like 15 for Ultimate. How many people do I need to be subscribing just to cover the cost of that one fucking game?
A lot.
So like that's the whole thing about Netflix. I'm like, and like Paramount, like $150 million per one episode of Halo. How are they like? I need to see what the bean counters are doing.
That's why none of
How
them
do they-
streams are turning profit. They not making
Exactly.
profit.
Like, how do these people expect to make profit? Look, I work with money and I work with numbers. I mean, unless everybody's just saying, "Hey, we're playing the long game to see who survives and wins this all and has a monopoly over everything." That's the only reason I think about it. Because when I run the numbers through my head, this shit doesn't make sense.
You see what Netflix doing? They keep it didn't got to the point they raising the price every year, every other year,
You know what I did?
charging for extra passwords and shit like.
You know what I just did?
What's up?
All my family members that use on my you got to pay $5 a month to use my shit now.
That's what they gonna start charging. I think they're gonna charge.
No, I charge my family members now. You got to Venmo me $5 a month, or I'm changing my password.
That shit is crazy,
Hey,
brother.
I'm not mad at that. That's actually a good strategy.
I mean, because
Netflix about to start doing that to people.
Because look, if I have my brother, my sister, my mom, my dad, that's 4 people. They pay for my Netflix. There you go.
Yeah, and I can imagine they pay even more to like something that's day one and something that's a bigger game, because Guardians, it's a great game. It's not that big. Like people wasn't running there.
AAA big budgeted title. I can see them paying 5.
I mean, I've been telling Smoove 3 times to buy me that shit. The game's been on sale 3 times. He missed it 3 times.
One thing I got to say about this though, I saw I guess it was placed. I don't know who the fuck it was. I seen people making fun of this. That's the cost of doing business, man. Don't think even with this PS Now shit, these games are not getting put in there for free. Like you got to be crazy. Yeah, they pay all these games to come to Plus and all. They're paying for this shit up front, right? So I really wouldn't scoff or laugh at this.
And this is exactly why, when Blandrew gets mad at people for pirating, I'm not upset. I'll buy and play these games on my PC if I deem it possible, but I still support the developer. Period. I am I'm not about being cheap, buying shit used. Y'all know how hard it is to make money in this world. Y'all know how hard it is to come by good games in this world. If you want good shit, you got to put your fucking money where your mouth is. And this is exactly why I made them videos about Metroid. That shit's going to flop, trying to get people mad, trying to get people to prove me wrong, which you fuckers didn't, because the game can't even hit 3 million. And it's if you want good shit, you have to buy it. And that's what I'm saying. Microsoft's not incentivized to really make good games because 1, they can't. And 2, when they make something good and they spend money to make something, you got niggas trying to get their WIC checks and their EBT coupons together like Smoove, cutting out food stamps and grocery store coupons to try to watch a damn show. Just fucking pay the money.
Yeah, I could see that them paying a lot more than 10 million for certain games day one.
What do you think they gave Rockstar for GTA and Red Dead 2?
And those are old. Those are really old games too. And I'm sure Rockstar still demanded probably 20, 30 for some old game.
What I miss?
No, we were just talking about I was just saying if it was 10, let's say it was 10 million to get Guardians into Game Pass, and that was late. It wasn't day one. So Rockstar it was probably 20 million, because what they had, San Andreas day one.
Yeah. They had GTA 5 twice. They had RDR 2.
Red Dead Redemption 2 twice. They had I don't think it cost that much for San Andreas because they knew that game was going to be questionable.
It makes so much sense in the world why Microsoft wants Game Pass on everything. And I remember when I said for Game Pass to be profitable and successful, it needs to be on PC. And people said no. But when you look at the logistics, it needs to be everywhere. The Game Pass needs to be on more things than freaking Doom and Elder Scrolls and GTA 5 is on. That's just the facts.
Yep, that is indeed true. There's nothing else about Game Pass. Gonna move on to our good friends at CD Projekt Red.
Oh, yo, when did you get in that? Yo, so remember when BG said he was going to get an interview with them?
I said, I mean, I reached out. They haven't been doing interviews with nobody.
Yeah, obviously, because when you first wanted to give him an interview, I was like giddy, like I was going to meet my favorite athlete. You get an interview with him now, I probably treat him worse than that man.
Because they answered, and they said what they said. They said at this time, because that was before Cyberpunk came out.
Oh yeah, you weren't getting that.
So they were like, they're a little bit heads down, but they were like, you could reach out to us after the game comes out, again. And of course, with how that turned out, they're not going to do it. But,
I would cuss them the F out right now.
Yeah. So it was announced. They confirmed the existence of the next Witcher game. Doesn't have an official title. It's just another Witcher game. It's in pre-production. We know they're working on it. It's not in full production yet. And this seems to be more about, more for the execs and, stakeholders or whatever, all them people. And it seems to be that they just want to kind of start moving on from the memory of Cyberpunk. Because of course,
we're never getting a sequel to that. Shit's done.
Yeah, they of course
unless the DLCs get good reception.
Yeah,
why they want to move on from Cyberpunk though? Didn't that shit sell 15 million copies day one?
But it's a stain.
I mean, it is, but I mean, they still got that money.
The only reason why it sold that much is because so many people had already seen that shit. They were invested. Better or worse, people wanted to see how it was going to turn out.
Yeah, they're clearly trying to let's move on from the memory of this as soon as possible, because when you release this game, obviously too early, right? They released this game honestly 2 years too early, if we're being real, right? If that was the case where you announced,
it was delayed a couple times too, though. It was delayed
because if you announce Cyberpunk too early and you obviously released it too early, why would you announce the next Witcher game this early? It's clearly because they're desperate. They're desperate. We need to let people know we're working on a Witcher game, because that was the last time they were looked at as favorable as the one of the best developers in the industry. So they want to get back that image. That's clear. They're desperate.
I ain't mad at it.
So
I don't want this game. I think The Witcher 3. See, here's the problem. I think The Witcher 3 should be the last Witcher game. It should be done. They should move on, because we see too many series dragging on, and then they go down the hill like Halo or however many. But the problem is this: people like me have played every Witcher game. I've had my fill of every Witcher game, 100 hours in probably each one. I'm good. But the majority of people, Witcher 3 is their first Witcher game. So they're excited for more Witcher.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. I we've seen this a billion times. It's for better or for worse, everybody wanted the Chappelle Show to continue, but he probably ended it at the right time. You've seen shows on TV hang around for 1 or 2 more seasons longer than they should have. You've seen movie series, books, whatever, Walking Dead, end on a fucking high note. You finish Geralt's story, it's done. And if they do make another Witcher, this shit better be centered solely around Ciri. I don't want to play as Geralt. But then, you're gonna fucking kill Geralt. It's gonna be a freaking Joel situation. It's just fucking end it.
So, I don't know that much about Witcher because I wasn't able to,
before I end this, it's going to be bad because if we play Ciri, then what am I supposed to be doing? Going to the brothels and getting dicked down? What the fuck?
Oh, brother. The emblem, right, is not Geralt's. What was his was a wolf, and this one they said is a lynx cat or something. I don't know.
It's not Ciri or Geralt then.
Okay, so, I don't know what the hell none of that means. So
there's different Witcher schools. That's why. And we don't. Is this a prequel, sequel?
No idea.
What time period does it take place? Do we even know?
Idea. No, I don't think so.
Because if it's a sequel, there really aren't any Witchers left besides besides Geralt.
And they're moving on. They're not using they're using the Unreal Engine this time. They're not using their own
trash ass BioWare. The Red engine is just a modified BioWare engine.
Yeah, so they'll be using Unreal Engine 5. Game probably gonna look a lot better. So, that's good.
Isn't the Netflix series pretty much popular? So they got to capitalize on that as well.
Yeah,
Netflix series doing very well. Yeah.
Even though they race bend everything, it's just it's so fucking annoying.
It's doing well. That mean they're gonna cancel it. You know how Netflix get down.
Like I hate how I don't like how Triss or Yennefer look in the show. I do like how Ciri and Geralt look though, but Triss and Yennefer to me they just look stupid.
I think this game is going to come out in 2027. I honestly believe that.
That falls in line with they release. I mean, they announced fucking Cyberpunk in 2012. So
it might not. And here's also a reason why they probably chose The Witcher, because they're not building a brand new game. They have the framework and everything down.
Yeah.
So for example, like the South Park creators hated making the Stick of Truth, but they said that the Fractured Butthole was a lot easier to make because they already had the assets and everything down.
Great game.
Yes, sir.
So
Indeed.
that's also another thing. So we'll see. But I'm just and then it's a different climate. I gotta worry about the SJ. Just leave my games alone, man. Let it retire on top.
Hey, man. I wish you Witcher fans the best.
No, you don't. You want to fucking make fun of us like last time.
No, sir. I want y'all to get the best game possible that CD Projekt Red can make. They're going back to their bread and butter. Y'all can't mess up y'all bread and butter, right? Once again, they're going back to The Witcher. And listen, I think The Witcher will probably turn out fine. But you know what that means? CD
They're not
Projekt
capable of making something new.
Exactly. They're one-trick ponies.
Yeah, we have to admit that they're just not. I won't call them one-hit wonders, but I'll call them one-trick ponies.
Exactly. They're definitely one-trick ponies because, they could have just as easy went and said hey, we're just going to work on a new IP after this. But no, they wanted to go with what was familiar and what they knew after they completely failed at trying something new. One-trick ponies.
And that's, I guarantee you, that's a stockholder decision after the major flop that was Cyberpunk. They're not going to greenlight another Cyberpunk, and two, another new IP. Nah, y'all niggas got to do something more you know how to do before we give you the chance to go do something unique again. Because like I've said, you make 2 bad games, that could be a wrap.
You're going to be an Xbox Studio.
Yeah. Oh, shit. You're right. Microsoft definitely scoops up companies that make 1 or 2 bad games or allegations that they get. I mean, it's smart. You buy it's
wounded
like stock.
deers. Yeah, they're
You
wounded deers.
buy stock when it's down.
Buy when they low. Yeah, buy when they low, man.
And I would love Microsoft's acquisitions better if they had any form of leadership. If any of these studios were worth Sony or Nintendo, say what you will about Nintendo, you ain't releasing a bad game at a Nintendo. You're not releasing a broken game at a Nintendo. They will put your game in development hell, leave it on the shelf delayed forever, fucking get rid of you, have another company come in and finish it like they're doing Retro Studios. They will not allow you. I mean, their games may not be amazing all the time, but Nintendo will not allow you to release a bad game. Period.
Yeah, and when this game comes out, I don't want to hear nothing about them being this amazing developer or nothing like that. You know why? Because amazing developers can do more than one thing. You can't call yourself an amazing developer when you've only succeeded at making one IP.
So
Everybody else.
Let me ask you a question then. Is Turn 10 a good developer?
To me, no. They're just good at making racing games.
With sports games, you gotta.
But from what I've been hearing, they've been struggling trying to make
Fable.
Playground.
That's another pivot that I had down. Oh yeah, Jack. Y'all had a game plan? Y'all had a game plan?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, that's another one. So this one, I was having trouble finding a good source for this one. I think WCC Tech had reported this, but I couldn't really find anybody else that really talked about it. right? They said that it's Playground that's making Fable, right?
Playground, yep.
Yeah, and I think that the guy who said this, it's a former Fable developer, but this was from years. Last time he worked there was like at the beginning of this project. This wasn't recent, and he said that they were having trouble whenever the time was that he was there, because they didn't have this wealth of RPG, experience. So
it's exactly like. Go ahead, my bad. I'm sorry.
No, yeah. I was gonna ask, do you think it's accurate? Do you think it's true that they're struggling?
No, I don't think they're struggling as of today. But the thing is this how I look at it is like, I think it's being put off the wrong way. Can't you say Guerrilla had the same issue when they were converting from Killzone to Horizon?
No, they didn't.
We didn't hear about it. We didn't hear it.
You didn't
hear
about it. That's the thing. You didn't hear about it. So this guy, he worked at a couple studios. He worked at Playground. He did some work with Ninja Theory on Hellblade as well. And so yeah, what the thing he said wasn't really anything bad. He was just saying like these guys were known for making open world racers, and now they wanted to do a open world RPG, and there's a lot of things different there that aren't comparable, and they didn't have at the time a lot of people with RPG experience working on the game. But so I don't understand, but that can be done for any studio that has worked on, like, let's say one genre or one type of game, and then they finally do something else. They're gonna have the same experience. They're gonna go hire. They're gonna concept things. They're gonna hire people, bring in other people who did work on those games, which is exactly what Playground did. They got one. They have a second studio. It's called St. Albans House. They hired a bunch of people. A lot of people who worked on different games. I know everybody was focusing on like the initiative hires, but Playground was getting just as much people and high quality people at the same time for their project before they announced that they were working on Fable. So but I don't think it's a big deal at all.
I think it's a big deal because still to this point, Microsoft doesn't really have one developer we don't have to fucking worry about really outside of Turn 10. Like we got to be skeptical about the initiative. We got to be skeptical about Coalition. We got to be skeptical about 343. Like, it's like I don't have a lot of confidence in Microsoft's development studios. Really, I know what I'm going to get from Nintendo. I know what I'm pretty much going to get from PlayStation Studios. When it comes to Microsoft, it's like back to the Obama years. Fucking hope.
Oh my god.
I'm dead ass. Think about it. Whenever Microsoft announces a game, like Sony were announced a God of War, a Gran Turismo, a Horizon, people can get excited because they know what those games are going to be about. They know pretty much what they're going to be about. You know what you're going to get with the Mario game, a Metroid game, a Zelda game, whatever. When Microsoft announces, oh, we're going to make a Perfect Dark or make a Fable, nothing but question marks. Whenever Microsoft creates a new studio, nothing but question marks. Whenever they announce, the Big Mara, which translates to Big Dick in Japan, by the way. I don't know why the fuck they picked that name. What the fuck is the Big Mara?
What the
Project
fuck?
Mara, you mean?
Yeah, the Project Mara. What's the game like Hellblade 2? More question marks. Like nothing is ever concrete. So like I'm
There's
not
that
saying
studio that made a game and they literally said they have no idea what the game is. They made an entire who was that studio?
That was Rare with Everwild.
Everwild. Yeah, they said they still have no idea what the game even is, and they made an entire game. That's
so, like,
wild. I'm
not gonna say like Microsoft's games are bad, but like anytime nobody can just say when Microsoft announces anything, I can't be excited for it. I can't be down on it because with Microsoft, you really just fucking never know.
That's fair. But I will I know what I'm getting from Coalition. I know what I'm getting from Playground has been very consistent. Is the one studio that's consistently released the highest rated games out of the Xbox Game Studios portfolio. Obviously you know what you're getting from Turn 10, you know what you're getting from 343, you're getting a Halo game. So
you're getting trash. Actually, no, you know what, Smoove, that's a good point. No, we don't know what we're getting for 343. Please explain to us what we're getting from 343.
You're getting Halo.
When? What content? We still waiting.
Well, the next one is supposed to be May.
And what's happening in May?
It's supposed to be season 2.
What's coming?
More modes. I think another map or two.
Can we
And
get specific here?
no,
A
but
map or two?
No, he said no.
yeah, hey, at the end of the day, here's
But
the
you
thing.
see what I'm saying, though, right? When it
I
comes to
see
Microsoft, everything's a motherfucking guessing game.
Smoove not
But the
concerned
thing
about
is-
what's coming because he ain't gonna play it. You ain't playing that Halo. It's okay, Smoove. We ain't gonna play these.
Don't do this, BG. Please don't. Please don't.
We ain't gonna.
So,
we not coming back.
the thing is that we went from. I'm pretty sure we had a similar conversation some years ago when like Xbox ain't got nothing but Halo, Gears, and Forza. They have no new IPs. Now they have a bunch of new IPs, and it's all
What
questionable.
new IPs?
They've announced several new IPs.
Exactly. That's exactly my point. You said we had this conversation 2 years ago, and 2 years later, we don't have IPs. We still only have announcements.
No, I'm talking. This is before all the acquisitions. Back when they could only.
But even then, 2 years ago, all we're getting is announcements. Like, bro, how long are we going to be waiting until shit actually comes out?
2024, 2025, Bond. That's the.
Like, we're going to be into like the fucking next new system.
I'm gonna have kids by then. Fire.
Oh my god, I might be married.
Hey, they 2024, 2025, they say those are going to be the golden, the wonder years, the breakout years where all the Xbox moves finally, make an impact. So, I believe them. You believe them, right, Jack? That's going to be the difference maker.
That happens. I feel like I think it starts this year. I think
things are going to turn around.
I think next year is going to be climatic. And obviously beyond that, they're in good shape, but it has to start this year. So I think it will with Starfield, Redfall, and Turn 10's next game. So which is going to be, I think those 3 games are going to be leading the charge. And then we're going to go smooth, cleanly into 2023. So I mean,
fire.
Yeah,
I believe it. Best years of Xbox are ahead.
Yeah, I mean they only had the best year last year too.
No, they didn't.
No,
they didn't. Smoove, look, I keep telling you this. You literally have the power to make Xbox like the best console ever. All you gotta do is just start making videos saying Xbox is trash. Because whatever, like, what was that one game you said that was going to be good and they delayed that shit like the next day? Then you were talking about Perfect Dark and like Kira Yagami Light pulled out the Death Note on the development team, started crossing niggas out. Like, Smoove, like, really, just say, like, Xbox is going to be trash, their games are going to be trash, and then just wait for high Metacritic scores and good sales to come.
Say PlayStation is the best console and Sony going out of business tomorrow. Sony will go out of business tomorrow if you say it's the best console.
Yeah, or just say, like, Nintendo is the best thing ever. And Microsoft can't compete with them.
Yeah. You know what's funny, though? You want to hear something funny?
What's funny, brother?
I actually gave PlayStation a whole wealth of props during the PS5 launch in my videos, and ever since then, after the launch period, the honeymoon period, things haven't been so hot.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
We watch the shit, Smoove.
I watch your video, Smoove. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, we ain't watch this shit, Smoove.
What, Jack, give me the rundown on games Sony has released for PlayStation so far this year in March, up until March.
Horizon, Ghostwire, Tokyo, Gran Turismo 7, goddamn, what's the other game? Returnal DLC.
Exclusive.
Seafood. Hey,
MLB
man,
The Show coming out.
MLB. Hey, man, it's been good over here, man.
Well, what the fuck has Microsoft released?
Smoove, help me out here, brother.
Tunic and Shredders.
Tunic, Shredders, and technically, in that game Crossfire, which
yeah,
I don't even think they
Trash Fire, Flop Fire.
PlayStation also released Babylon's Fall. You know what I mean? That was a big.
They did.
PlayStation released Babylon's Fall.
Yeah, they did.
That was Platinum.
Platinum Games.
It's Platinum Games and Square.
Well, they partnered with it. They help with that, unfortunately. Well, whether it was through funding or whatever.
Shit, they just did that to tell BG to shut the fuck up. Here's a multiplayer game.
They make some questionable choices, with what they partner up with sometimes, it happens.
Absolutely.
It's like I don't understand people like y'all niggas literally starve your entire year up until November, and then these niggas give you games for 2-3 months. You guys get happy, then you gotta wait again. and you're like,
They
oh yeah,
did, but the
Microsoft
thing
is
is,
doing well.
there are a couple games released. It just wasn't as high tier. I mean, say what you say about like Tunic and Shredders. They're not like a Gran Turismo, and I'm not sure I would want to be Gran Turismo at this point. But they're not a Gran Turismo or no Horizon, but they did release games. I mean, it's up. I mean, you can ignore them as releases, but
that's another perfect alley-oop. That's another perfect alley-oop though, right there.
Hold on, Blandrew. What's Nintendo released up until March? It's been Triangle Strategy, Kirby,
Pokemon Legends Arceus. Let's see.
So we all
have
released
Pokemon,
three games or so.
No, Pokemon, Triangle Strategy, Kirby, and Rune Factory. That came out this week as well.
Yeah, all PlayStation and Nintendo have all released games of relevance this year.
Oh, so what makes it relevant?
Hey! I don't make the rules.
Is it Gran
I don't make the rules.
Isn't Gran Turismo is the worst user rated score? Like,
come on, bro. Let's not. We're not talking about user rating. We're not talking about user rating. Smoove, when have we ever
and they finessed the review system with their
changes are coming? Smoove, segue, BG.
When have we ever taken user reviews seriously on Metacritic, especially if it's Steam, which has verified purchases and this person played the game and it shows you how long the person played the game? I'm all for it. Steam, now Metacritic, where you don't even know if this person played the game at all, even touched it. Come on, we're not taking that serious, bro. Metacritic user review bombings is simply a tool to show that you're upset. It's not indicative of the game's quality. You can't look at a Metacritic review. I go look at them and tell me if you get any type of understanding of how the game is or what the game is even about.
They were doing that to Fire Emblem, Astral Chain, and Mario when those games were coming out, just because they weren't multi-plat games. They were
exactly
review
yeah. You can't take review. They're outrage machines to get the developers to pay it, which I'm fine with. If you want to use it as a tool to show developers that this is not okay, what you're doing in the game is not okay, fine. But we can't use it as an actual review to understand the quality of a game. We can't do that because it's not. I don't here's what's crazy? Who do you know when they want to release their thoughts on a game? Who do you know that's actually went to Metacritic? Name one person that you know that said, you know what? I want to give my thoughts on a game. I'm gonna go drop a Metacritic review.
Smoove has done that before.
I haven't done that.
Really?
Nobody has done it. No, I've never heard nobody in this entire community, not on Twitter, YouTube, nowhere, say, you know what? I'm gonna go drop a user Metacritic review. You know why? Because nobody does it. So who the hell are these people that are actually dropping reviews on Metacritic? Because
the same people that try to call themselves women.
Exactly. That's exactly my point. Because here's what makes no sense about it. Also, casual gamers aren't going to Metacritic when they don't like a game. That's not something casual gamers do. It's hardcore gamers, people that'll be like that, people that'll be vocal in this community. But you never hear nobody in this community say they're doing that. So it's nothing about it makes sense. The math doesn't add up with Metacritic user review. That's why I will never take it serious until they, make it that you have to confirm that you've actually purchased and played the game.
It's still bullshit that Sony disables microtransactions for reviews and then activates them after the reviews hit.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
That's a shit game practice.
I'll agree with that.
Very shitty. So BG, what is you saying Kirby's game of the year? Okay, I see do a little cap for this.
No, it's a good game. Gameplay, BG?
It's my wife gameplay.
Damn, okay.
Oh, you a hater, dog. She probably
no. Beautiful gameplay. Beautiful game.
It's a good game.
Good game.
Best Kirby game out there.
I mean, games like this drop on Xbox Live, literally.
Oh man, do not disrespect. Don't let him disrespect.
The only difference is it's not a brand name like Kirby, but the game, what I just watched, I'm pretty sure I played a couple of these games
what
in the last year. I'm being real with you. Not no disrespect,
what Smoove?
All right, let me look at my achievement list.
Because you can't name it off the top of your head. You might as well
because
just not name it.
these are games I buy on like $5 on the Xbox store.
Yeah,
like,
he gonna go through the garbage games he's bought list and try to compare it to one of those.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, look. I mean, you ever play the game Riverbond? Like that's
No,
the game
never
named
heard of
Riverbond,
it.
or you asking Bond, does he play the game named River?
No, has he ever played Riverbond? That's a game. It's a game.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
like, but yeah, I mean, it looks cool. I would play Kirby, especially if it had achievements. But I have a bunch of games I could buy on Xbox for like $5-6.
No, you
That give
don't.
the
You
same
have
exact
games,
quality
you
with
have
achievements.
Games, you have games to buy for me. You don't have games to buy for Xbox.
Oh yeah, you're right. I ain't got no money.
Yeah,
right now.
I better not go to your Xbox Live account and see any new purchases.
No. Any new downloads has been on Game Pass so far.
Like, shit, I'm about to tell you to stop paying for your fucking internet for a month.
Oh, that thing good, brother? You all right?
No, shit is good. Shit's all right.
Man, I'm just trying to make sure, man.
His kid's growing up. Son want
Yeah.
like Yeezys.
So, y'all
Son want
y'all
Yeezys
better
and Jordans now.
Y'all better support the Patreon more. Smoove needs your help.
Yeah, After Dark is fire. Yeah, I should be supporting the Patreon if you're not.
Facts.
And our Discord is very active. There was some drama in there the other day.
What
Oh,
happened?
was it?
Hey man, I ain't gonna get into it.
Just
Yeah, I
give me
know.
the subject title.
Larry.
What happened?
Damn, Larry again, he back at it? Jeez.
Further proof. Who hurt him, right?
I don't want to put no people business out there.
For back at it, yes, sir.
Mm. You know,
So
it's a very tough responsibility to be right most of the time. And I got to shoulder that burden. Because let's be real, people don't like people telling the truth or when people are right. These chicks can be out here saying they want honesty, but not only can women not handle it, men can't handle honesty either, really. People don't want honesty. They look, they would. What we saw today in a man pretending to be a woman just further proves that people would rather have a comforting lie and believe in bullshit than somebody giving them the truth.
We feel you.
They can't handle the truth.
Hate to see it.
Preach, brother Bond.
It's crazy. And then, the people that tell the truth, it's a shame, man. Y'all should be happy you get the truth, but
Yeah, children of God, we deal with this all the time.
Children of God.
You know what people do want? Tiny Tina's Wonderland.
No, they want super
PG
chat.
on fire today. Yes,
They want
sir.
super chats first.
At least, okay. Super
Please
chat
tell me
break.
on
All
that
right.
one.
All right, super chat break, Jack. If you can get those ready, but I'm probably the only one who played this, right? Just to confirm.
Respect ourselves.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So I can run this down. I can run this down real quick while you get the super chats ready. So yeah, just like Bond was saying, people don't want to live in a real world. So if you don't want to live in the real world, you should play Tiny Tina's Wonderland, because this game essentially takes place on a board game while also being Tiny Tina's imagination. If you don't know, Tiny Tina is one of the great characters, probably one of the best characters in the Borderlands universe. And like I said, this game takes place in her imagination, kind of on a board game that her and her couple of friends are playing, and it plays just like a Borderlands game. The difference is it's more melee. There's still a bunch of guns. Don't get it twisted. There's mad guns, right? So there's still plenty of guns, but there's more melee options, right? It's more about fantasy. So there's guns, there's magical spells, there's these melee weapons. It's all fantasy, like almost like if Dungeons and Dragons was essentially in Borderlands. That's what it plays like, and it's fun, right? Because like Borderlands 3, even though I did like it, it felt a little bit, start to get a little bit dry with the formula. So I like that they're switching it up with this game, because it's, like I said, it's more fantasy based. The magic spells, the magic powers, the abilities, the classes are not like, your typical, soldier or guy with a turret. Not the typical classes. Now they got like, they thought outside the box with the classes. So that's really fun. And yeah, it's just, listen, if you don't like Borderlands games, Yeah, you're not gonna like this game. That's very clear because it's the same formula, just kind of like switched up a little bit to make it a little bit more enjoyable, a little bit more fun and goofy. It's still got that Borderlands humor, of course. So that's really what the change is. The gameplay style is a little bit different. If you don't like Borderlands, you're not gonna like this. But if you do like Borderlands, you're going to love it. So I've already. Oh, and you might have seen in the gameplay earlier, one thing that I really like is since it's a board game, they essentially put you in this place that's called the overworld. It's like, it's pretty much like Pokemon, for example. You know when you're running around in grass in the world and everything like that, and you get in random encounters, the same thing happens in this game. So once you're walking around in like the overworld, and then when you get in a random encounter, it'll go into like the gameplay style of Borderlands, where you're just, you have your guns and you're taking on the enemies and stuff like that. And when the random encounter is over, you'll return to the overworld. So there's towns you can go into, but then you're using the overworld to, trying to go from town to town and all that stuff. So that new part of it is like really good. I really like that aspect too that they introduce. So it's a great game. Really enjoying it. I've been farming a lot. Only weird thing is that it's kind of dumb is like even if you farm, they scale even in the story parts, like the story levels, they scale all the enemies to what level you're at. So if you farm to like level 16 at the very beginning, all the enemies are going to be like level 17. They're like always going to put the enemies one level ahead of you, which is weird because at the beginning of the game they encourage you to like use the overworld to get stronger and stuff like that. But I'm like, okay, well, what's the point of that if you're gonna scale the enemy to always be one level ahead of me? So that part was a little bit weird. Other than that, love the game.
It should scale. I'll prevent people from being out in the fields all day like you.
But should it always be one level ahead? Because then what's the point of leveling up, really?
Yeah, there's
I guess
skills.
Yeah, it's gonna,
unlock abilities. I guess that's the only reason to unlock abilities.
A lot of people didn't like Final Fantasy VIII because they always scaled the enemies ahead of you too. Because they're like, so what's the point of leveling?
Only to unlock ability. That's all it does. So I guess, but I like the game.
Awesome. I mean, I'd be willing to do it once they drop the price. I know that's they want 70 bones for that.
Yeah.
Hey,
once they drop,
Gamepass effect.
Not has nothing to do with Game Pass. It's just that some of the games are coming out from these publishers that look interesting, but these are the publishers that adopted the $70 price tag. So I want WWE 2K22, I want Tiny Tina, but I don't know if I want them enough to spend $70. So I gotta wait for a sale.
Or it's $10 extra, bro. $10 extra.
Yeah, that $10 extra hitting different nowadays.
We see.
You might have to give this nigga an advance or something.
that's 2 months of Paramount Plus for you. $10. Shit.
Super chat, Jack.
All right, brother. We got Tarek Ahmed. He said, "Are we sure this dude isn't who? I can't pronounce that word. Hooge. I can't pronounce from 2010.
Oh God.
Yeah, what was that motherfucker? I can't pronounce it.
The water buffalo.
Yeah. We got Woden's Throne. He said Kirby is the new throat goat. Ooh. Shot Red 555 said Kirby is the original throat baby. Laughing emoji. Jesus. We got Rodin's Throne again. He said Returnal got co-op before Halo Infinite. Smoove is in the house of L. We got Shot Red 555 again. He said Bond be the type of person to pimp Smoove out. Yo. Yeah. We got Muck 45. He said we need a kid Smoove to address the hate that he have for my UK people, but still say he love her accent. That's weird, shrugging emoji. We talked about it. We got Brian Lobo. He says, BG about to be on Sonic fans' ass if that new Sonic game has lower sales and scores than Kirby.
I forgot there was even a new Sonic game coming out.
Yeah, and movie. We got Woden's Throne again. He says Kirby is 30 FPS because it was made with Unity. The Unity engine is just crap to begin with. we got Gentleman.
We got a AAA game made with Unity.
I guess so.
I told you I played games like Kirby several times on Xbox for about $5.
Hey, Smoove might have been on something, man. We got Gentleman. He said, thanks for the Returnal co-op BG and Jack gave me a week worth of entertainment. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No problem. We got Woden's Throne again. He said the only thing good about Paramount Plus is Beavis and Butthead. Great show. We got Brutus04. He said just showing some love on this good Sunday. Appreciate you, my guy. We got KW Fang. He says Smoove made a good point with Halo making more money. Here's $5. Damn. Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Yo, BG, I think you should donate all the super chats there to Kids Smoove.
Now that would be nice. Hey, low-key, you might need it, BG. You might need to think about that. We got Dalen Hubbard. He says Haven Studios is located in Canada. Canada is basically the equivalent to Silicon Valley for tech companies, but for game development. PlayStation is about to poach so much talent from Ubisoft, EA, and other publishers.
Well, that's not like good talent you want. Ubisoft and EA, like
that's true too. We got Blackout Y2K. He said over under on Starfield scoring 90 on Metacritic. Can it be a sleeper hit of this year?
I will take under 90. What you taking, Smoove?
I'm taking 90 or better.
This game is gonna get 90 over.
You gonna put it down, Smoove? I'll take under 90. You got 90 plus?
Yeah.
All right. What's today's date? March 27th.
27.
Lock it in.
You can't help yourself, can you, Smoove?
Oh god.
I think Smoove might actually win this one though. All right, we got Fear's the greatest
Hold
motivator.
up, Smoove. Which version? Xbox version?
It's what at this point it's gonna be the Series X version and PC version that have these scores. I'm gonna go with the Series X version.
All right. March 27th. Start. Oh, I gotta log this shit in.
All right. We got Fear's the greatest motivator. He said Game Pass makes my bussy quiver. Okay. We got Fear's the greatest motivator again. He said Big Mara got me weak in the knees. Okay. We got Jay Barry. He said Xbox is not trash, Bond. Xbox is having the best year in 2022. Xbox is on fire. The games we haven't played yet are the best games out. Xbox has no issues at all. They are the market leaders. Watch your mouth. Yes, sir. We got the Winter Horizon. He says, I miss Bond with like a sad emoji. Hold on, I got to refresh it real quick.
Yeah, I haven't been around a while. I'm making a move. New spot. Moving states, too.
Yeah, oh, shit.
What state?
Leaving that hellhole New Jersey.
Are you going back to PA?
We'll see. Y'all be updated and known.
We got two more. We got Dwayne Carter. He says, Smoove scared my kids at the park. we got Marcus McGee. He said, Smoove, buy some snacks. There you go.
Okay. Okay, we got a few more things we need to cover. So Gran Turismo. We know there was a whole bunch of backlash because of the Gran Turismo microtransactions and them making the grind a little bit harder, allegedly. As Smoove said earlier, it got review bombed. So Gran Turismo, they apologized and they announced some changes coming to the game. So increased rewards in the events in the latter half of the world circuits, addition of high rewards for clearing out circuit experiences, increase of rewards in online races. What else? Increase the upper limit of non-paid credits in the player wallet. And those are the things that are coming I think they said this month, right? Those are like right now. Later on, what's coming is increase the payout value of limited time rewards, further world circuit events added, addition of endurance races to missions, including 24-hour races. And yeah, they're pretty much overall making it easier to get credits and get rewards after people complain. So it worked. The backlash and the outrage worked.
I got a response for this. Gran Turismo 7 came out, fudged up a couple things. Sony changes it, right? Oh, we're in agreement with that, right?
Yes.
GT, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck are we still waiting for 343 Studios to change shit?
343 change actually did immediate changes and stuff. Remember with
they didn't do shit.
Yeah, the only thing they didn't do is add co-op because they told you when they expect to have co-op record. But as far as you know how quick they changed their progression and ranking system? We were fairly quick.
Bro, we still don't have 90% of the old game modes that prior games have had.
That's one thing, but
We
those
still don't
weren't,
have
like,
active
those weren't the
lobbies.
issues.
We still don't have active
The
friends
issues that
list.
people cried about for Halo was microtransaction and cosmetics and progression, which progression was fair, but microtransactions and cosmetics shouldn't have been an issue since it's a free-to-play game.
Nigga,
Now these crybabies
Smoove.
now
They had
know
to
what
close
it
down.
feels
They
like
had
to
to
pay.
close down the Halo Reddit because people were complaining
Yeah,
so
because
much.
gamers are softies. A bunch of big
No,
bitches.
because
Yeah,
your
they are.
developer
Like,
is
nah, they
sucky and
soft. They not,
trashy.
nah. The gamers are fucking soft ass dudes.
Jack, did
Privileged,
Sony have to
entitled
close down
dorks.
the Gran Turismo Reddit, or did they just
No,
say, hey,
because these dudes, they
Nope.
Is there even a Reddit for that damn game?
yeah,
Thing is
Sony,
I'm
that-
pretty sure there is Smoove. Yes.
Sony said we acknowledge the problem. We're going to fix it.
All right, here's the thing.
343 said we're
One
shutting
game
it
is
down.
free. One game is free. One is $70.
Nigga,
I
Halo
think
is
PlayStation
$60.
were
It's a
worse offenders.
$60 game that doesn't have co-op in. Stop.
Yeah, but we bought the game knowing that there will be no co-op, so you can't use that against it.
Way.
You can't. We bought the game. We knew for months that the game wasn't launching with co-op. That was already established. So the thing is, the worst offenders was Polyphony and Sony because they sold you a $70 game and laced it on microtransaction and then
And they
buffed the shit.
fixed it
And
quicker
buffed
than
it before they even fixed it. They buffed it so that you have to spend more. Like I don't want to hear it. It's not comparable. It's not comparable.
Smoove, you are not understanding this. Sony fixed this issue in a matter of weeks.
And same thing with 343. They fixed
when did
the
Halo
biggest
come out and people are still
The
complaining?
biggest
BJ?
complaints that we did not know
Halo came
about,
out
they
December.
fixed within
December.
Can I
days.
say one thing? Can I say one thing?
Yeah, because I was about to say none of us actually play GT, so yeah, I don't really care. But
Gran Turismo's community, there is a Reddit, but that's not where we communicate with each other. We have a separate website.
What's it called? All right, so did they have to shut down that forum?
No, they didn't have to shut down the forum or
outraged.
Reddit or like delete no posts and nothing like that. Because the problem is most of the people who were like review bombing it was people who don't even have the game. So it was mostly unrelated to how the actual what people were actually upset about right now with Gran Turismo. Not saying it wasn't a problem, because it is a problem, the economy, but it's not a glaring issue that's stopping people from playing the game.
Yeah, some people just disagree with the pricing and economy. And,
everybody disagrees with that shit. It's awful.
Yeah, it's definitely it was definitely some people, you go on Twitter, some people say it's fine. I saw more people saying it's a problem. Either way, I don't play the game, so whatever makes the community happy, whatever makes.
And one developer is working on making their community happy. The other developer is pushing back shit, saying we're exhausted, we're worn out, we need more time.
Like I said, they fix all the issues. Like when we're talking about comparable issues, like microtransaction related stuff and cosmetic stuff, they address that immediately. If you want to talk about co-op and stuff, that's different. But the thing is, we knew before the game released that co-op and Forge would not be there. You cannot compare what GTA did to what Halo did. I'm not praising GTA for fixing what they fucked up, and just like I ain't praise Halo for fixing what they fucked up. But the thing is, there's no comparison. And by the way, speaking of user scores, Halo's user score is an 8.0. So I mean, just if you want to,
we gotta stop.
PlayStation fanboys don't waste their time to be review bombing dumb shit.
They don't. They don't.
Like I said, user reviews across the board need to be ignored if we're being real. Them joints need to be ignored, bro. Like we do not know if those people. We do not know if the people on Metacritic bought the game. We have no idea.
I think you or Blandrew owe me an apology. You guys listed relevant games for Nintendo Switch that recent release. Somebody said Room Factory.
What about it?
Blandrew said that.
That shit is a 69 on Metacritic.
Blandrew said. Ain't got nothing to do with me.
My friend's wife's playing it. I haven't played it. The prior games I know have been scored pretty well.
Nintendo Life gave the game a 70. Pure Nintendo gave the game a 70. A 70. Hobby Consola, which sounds like some Nintendo shit, gave it a 65. And Nintendo World Report gave it a 45.
You said it's on Metacritic. It's a 69 right now.
69.
Damn, is that Nintendo? Is that a Nintendo game or an Xbox game?
I was about to say that sounds like it's reminiscent of Xbox last generation. But anyway.
Well, Andrew, explain yourself. You were the one that put this game on the list. Nigga fall asleep.
No comment.
He's muted indefinitely.
Also, one more thing before I leave, just for the record, I just wanted to be reminded that Xbox has 2 games that are full price games that are like to the brim with microtransactions. At least with Gran Turismo, you can earn.
Wait a minute, what games are those?
Economy.
What games are those?
Those 2 games are one, Forza Horizon. There's cars that are literally locked out of the game that you can't buy unless you buy the DLC or the car pass. They have a
Hardhead, I don't want to hear nothing. There's more cars in Forza Horizon's base
but
game than there is in
look,
GTA as a whole. So I don't want to hear that. That's
even
ridiculous.
Even if you find with Forza, right? Explain Flight Simulator.
Oh God.
$50 airplanes.
Yeah, I heard they got a $50 plane in there. What's going on with that? Is that true?
Well, you can fuck bitches in the back of the cabin in the Mile High Club. That's
$50 airplanes. Like even though the Forza cars are unearnable, there's literally cars you can't get unless you pay for them with real money. Flight Simulator has $50 airplanes.
So, Hardhead, do you think this apology and these changes are satisfactory?
For now, it's mostly to shut up the people who don't have the game and was trying to be outraged.
Who don't have the game?
According to Capono 5150, those aren't from Microsoft. Those planes are from creators. And I just wanted to say this because I always get hit with this every time I bring up Flight Sim and Metascore. They say Flight Simulator is not a game, so could you really count that?
Oh,
reverse psychology. The game for your argument. I like this.
Let's see you Smoove with the reverse psychology.
So then, hold on. If Flight Simulator ain't a game, then Gran Turismo is not a game.
Yeah, that's the same argument that I use. I'm just saying.
Is it not a game because it's a simulator? Because if that's the case, then a lot of games not games.
I got a question. Is this the first time, I guess, quote unquote, fake outrage actually improved the game, though? Because I feel like this patch did improve the game.
It wasn't fake outrage. It was just minor outrage. It wasn't the community that downvoted the game. It was fucking salty Xbox fans.
It was people outside of the community blowing a situation out of proportion because they knew how we felt.
Gran Turismo is
I'm not gonna say
absolutely
it definitely worked, but they knew how we felt, but it was blown out of proportion as far as how bad it was.
Gran Turismo is a game just for the simple fact that it's competitive. It's not
Where
just.
was you at when we asked you the other question, brother? Where you was at?
I was using the bathroom, as I should.
Well, all right.
Smoove, I was on your side. I don't know why you were, coming after me. I was talking about Tunic and all these other games.
What about Room? Get back to Room Factory, Blandrew.
What about it?
Smoove said it's got a Game Pass rating on Metacritic.
It says 70 or 69.
Yeah, it's not the best reviewed game, and I can definitely see that it's a step down in, compared to Room Factory 4 in a little bit, but I'm still enjoying it for what it is.
So why are you putting it on like your list of bangers and quality games? That's what we want to know.
It's a banger for me. That 69 never determined my thoughts on a video game. I enjoy Ballet and Wonderworld. Put 60 hours into that game.
Oh God.
All right, let's appreciate you, Hardhead.
Yeah, I just didn't want no.
He just like roll up in here, or has he been here the whole time?
No, he just.
I just jumped in for GT. That's it.
Yeah.
All right, a month of him doing that, right?
Yeah, because we ain't got nobody else to really talk about. GT like that.
I mean, it's like we need specialists sometimes. Unfortunately, we're lacking the Xbox specialists right now.
Speaking of GT, we gonna move on to GTA. Ooh, Jack, you seen it? Ooh, the transition.
Sir.
Oh, we on
get
point
it.
today. Okay. Rockstar announced GTA Plus. This is insane. This is literally a membership for GTA 5. Okay. The GTA 5, the same game that's been like a top seller for like 10 years across 3 generations. It's got a bunch of microtransactions and shark cards. It's made more money than we can ever imagine. And now it's got a membership. I believe it's $5.99 a month or $4.94, probably $4.99 a month. Either way, they're going to be making a lot more money because people are probably going to subscribe to this. So what you get is it's a bunch of stuff. I'm not going to read everything. So it says 500,000 delivered automatically to your Maze bank account. So what is all this stuff? You get an auto shop located in La Mesa. You get some cars. You get some clothes.
Like giving you some ass? Shit.
you get a whole bunch of stuff. Pretty much what this seems to be is for people who are new to GTA Online, they're trying to catch you up, pretty much. Give you some stuff so you're not that far behind, I guess, from people who are that have been playing like GTA Online from like years ago. So this is like to give you a little starter package, and you get something new. They give you some type of like drop or package monthly. So this is what it is. I can't believe this is a thing. Jack, your thoughts?
I ain't supporting this bullshit, man.
I mean, I know you don't play GTA Online. So
this for like them born in 4K gamers, man. I don't know anybody that plays this game on a normal basis that would actually need this online package. And they give you money already for just being signed on to the online. You get like $1 million a month anyway. So what the fuck is the point of this?
Like GTA Online is big, right? But I know nobody who plays it. Nobody, not one person. I never hear nobody talk about it, but it's definitely got players. I played it like when it first came out a little bit, but I don't think it's very good. I don't even know what people be doing on there. I have no idea what's
they added the fucking races, them bum ass races they got on there now. When they just had like regular street races, I used to play it a lot, but this new shit, I can't really get with it.
Like, bro, GTA 5 is so huge and such a seller that they have a subscription service specifically for a game. That's a 10-year-old game. Like that is an insane amount of like just power in one platform of a game, bro. That's just insane. I don't even know what else to say about it. That's just kind of crazy.
We about 12 months away from it to being the not 12, about 18 months away from it being the what? 10-year anniversary? Jeez.
Yeah.
They still supporting this shit. That's crazy when you think about it, bro.
Wild times, bro.
Indeed.
Gian said the $1 million a month is over. It was to hold players off until next gen versions were dropped. Oh, okay.
I still be getting money when the rare occasions I do check online, they be sending me 250, 500,000 just like being on there type shit. I don't know, man.
It's crazy. PlayStation firmware updates. You get to open open and close parties. The hell, I don't even know what the hell that means.
Because when the PS5, right before the PS5 came out, they changed it to where you could not have an open party. If you had a PlayStation party, only people that you invited could come into there.
Oh, really?
It's back to like it used to be, to where you could just see what parties your friends are in or people you follow, and you could join those now. You can switch it between open and closed.
I don't think any of us would know that because, I mean, when's the last time anybody got into a PlayStation party?
There's parties on PlayStation?
Actually,
there's been parties in PlayStation.
I've been getting into them a lot lately. I just been hanging out with my friends in the rooms playing. I was gonna say Dark Souls 4, Elden Ring.
You share play getting in a party, so that's what.
It's just that we have Discord, so like we really have no, use for to be getting in a party. So, but okay. Other than that, there's UI enhancements on PS5 and accessibility features, voice command test in the US and the UK, the PlayStation app and remote play enhancements, and PS5 variable refresh rate is coming soon in a future update. So
why so many people obsessed with variable refresh rates? That's another piece of equipment you have to buy, and we were told that consoles were cheap.
Some TVs got that on there though. That VR shit. Yeah.
So
your TV should have it on there.
No, my TV don't. My TVs aren't 4K.
Whoa.
Never mind. Your monitor has it though. I'm pretty sure your monitor has it, right?
Oh yeah. Monitor, yes. TVs, no. I don't really watch much TV.
Yeah, so this is
I'm liking the update, man. I'm liking the update shit I've seen. They got a dedicated share play button now, which that was not there at first. The way the trophies, they added like color grading to the trophy. Now you can see what rarity a trophy is just by looking at it on the trophy list. I like that. Nice update. They're
Yeah.
slowly but surely improving the PlayStation's UI, which is one of my.
that UI is trash for me.
I
Like,
mean,
watch
it's
my
still
friends,
trash, but they're improving it though.
me sending messages, joining chats, like joining picture-in-picture, sharing my like Steam just has all that shit on like one drop-down menu.
I mean, the game base is definitely the worst part of the UI, and I think it's they tried to make it by making it too streamlined. They actually made it more convoluted. If you ask me, like it was way simpler to do this shit on PS4, and I think they just need to fix some more shit. It's getting better.
Funny that all the stuff y'all complain about, I have no issue with. You know what bothers me the most about the PlayStation? I do. I've actually been on PlayStation a lot lately.
Do you use game based though, sending messages and all that?
Oh no, I don't talk to nobody on there.
Exactly. There you go. There you go.
The main thing that bothers me, you know, what's the biggest problem with it? Before on PlayStation 4, right? Let's say you're playing one game and you're in the game bar and you select another game, it would ask you and confirm, do you want to close this game and switch to this one? PlayStation 5, it doesn't do that. So if you're playing one game and you go to the bar and you accidentally select another game, the game just automatically closes and opens the new game. It doesn't even ask you. And I've done that. I've closed games so many times by accident by doing that. And it's like it seems to be such a common sense, simple thing. I'm like, how do you not have this when you had it on PS4, bro? I've closed so many games while I was in the middle of something accidentally doing that. That's annoying to me.
I hate to see it.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Speaking of updates,
you know what that sounds like? You know what that sounds like, BG?
A me problem?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, you got it. What you was gonna say, Blandrew?
I said, speaking of updates, the Nintendo Switch also got an update this past week. Folders. I've been messing around with my collection and finally organizing everything in my collection. It looks very beautiful now.
Organizing what?
My games.
I thought you didn't buy digital games.
No, the icons still pop up in the like whenever you put a physical game, the icon still stays on the screen, so I can finally put all those games in their own individual folders.
What's the purpose of that? You put the game in the cart in and it plays the game.
They're in folders now.
Am I people so horny for folders, man?
Am I missing like something of importance here? I'm confused here. You put the damn cart in, you play the game. What does putting it in a folder have to do with anything unless it's digital and you're looking for it?
It just looks nice.
All these motherfuckers with folders don't be playing no goddamn games though. They just want to have it like, oh, look at my folders
for
for
about
RPGs.
shit looking nice. You need to worry about getting some achievements. And don't worry, when achievements come, the great audit will commence. I'm quoting that right now. The great audit.
The great audit. I've never had more than 3 games installed on the Nintendo Switch. So,
do you not have an SD card or something?
No, I don't have one. I've no reason to.
True.
Like what I'm playing like what? The only games I have installed right now is Mario Kart. Pretty much never gets uninstalled. And it'll be like maybe I still have Pokemon on there, and I beat Pokemon, so that I can honestly delete that. And yeah, what else? Like I don't need folders or a SD card for nothing.
You gonna need it for this summer with all the games we got coming out.
No, I'm just gonna delete some. I'm gonna delete Kirby by then. Delete Pokemon and.
You hear those dude, Jack?
games.
Should have let that stuff stack.
Delete your damn games.
People delete their games.
No, sir.
Yes. All right. Really quick, getting through these other items, and then we can get out of here. Platinum Games said, even though there's like 500 people playing Babylon's Fall right now, probably less. Platinum Games has said they're still going to support the game. They have no plans to reduce the scale of development for the game. It's got like 400 people on Steam or less, and they're still going to support it. Have fun supporting 400 people.
Support what?
Babylon's Fall. Which nobody's playing. There's literally like 400 people on Steam playing it right now.
Yo, Platinum Games just made a trash game, so Microsoft or somebody could fucking buy them.
Hey, I'm not. Yeah, I would believe it. They already begging Phil Spencer, so I believe
they ain't begging Phil Spencer. Stop this.
They was begging that man to be bought. Please.
Bayonetta 3 is going to come out and it's going to change everybody's viewpoint back to positivity for Platinum Games.
You said Bayonetta?
No.
Of course.
At this point, Bayonetta should just be delayed to the new console.
Bayonetta.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
No.
I can't wait till the great audit. You know, so many frauds are going to get exposed.
EA has apparently greenlit the decision to rename FIFA to EA Sports Football Club. I think we talked about it a while ago.
Did they lose a FIFA license?
No, the guy in charge a few weeks ago said that because the FIFA name pretty much limited the things that they wanted to do, because FIFA's
FIFA teams,
and like anything they wanted to do and be creative with, FIFA would just limit them. They wouldn't allow them to do anything apparently. So they felt like the FIFA name was actually holding them back more than like actually helping them. So they are apparently changing the name, even though FIFA's a big. The name FIFA is big. People see that.
True, but there's no more winning 11. There's no more competition, so people will know what it is. Like if there was other competition, like at one point, winning 11 was curb stomping FIFA.
Mm-hmm.
So if we were still at that point, like for example, if they changed the name of Madden to anything else, it wouldn't matter because there's no 2K football.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So they're doing this because they don't want to be under the thumb of FIFA anymore. I don't know all the minute details because I don't play it, but that apparently seems to be the case. They just don't want to be underneath the thumb and listen to everything FIFA has to say. So changing the name and letting go of the FIFA title. I think.
Did anyone play Strangers of Paradise?
We talked about that last week.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, that came out last week, I think. Yeah, we talked about it then.
Yeah, Game Inspection talked about it.
Oh,
yeah. Yep. I think that is it.
Wait, so what's next on the agenda for you, Smoove? You've been playing Elden Ring for like a month now.
Yeah, done. I'm probably going to return to Horizon or Dying Light. I'm not sure. Maybe
Dying Light?
Yeah, I haven't finished Dying Light 2.
Play Horizon. So I'm not sure how much truth there is to this, but apparently they're already starting to work on the next Battlefield game, and I think the quote from a Battlefield developer is they're gonna keep supporting 2042, but they've learned valuable lessons from 2042, and the next Battlefield game is going to enter pre-production. That's how much of a disaster 2042 is. Not even a year out, and they're already entering pre-production for the next game. Apparently,
what'd you say?
There was a report that the next Battlefield is entering pre-production next Battlefield game because 2042 is a disaster.
Weren't they making a battle? Was a rumor they were making a Battlefield hero shooter? Wasn't that a rumor?
Wasn't it? I thought 2042 started out as the hero shooter, and wasn't that the rumor? I don't know.
I think Battlefield is pretty much a dead franchise at this point, just by the way they're handling it. This is
I wouldn't argue with you, man. I definitely wouldn't argue with you. It's sad times, man. Sad times from where it came from.
I'm not a Battlefield guy. That's all I know. I'd be sad right now.
They took that one hard. Smoove's still trying to fight the good fight.
What are you talking about? Battlefield?
No, with your game.
Hey,
Halo. The last thing I wanted to touch on, it's not like a news thing, is our good friend Tony Polanco,
that's my boy right there.
Brought it up, tried to bring up the $70, conversation again at the beginning of this week. Thank God it didn't catch too much fire. People only talked about it.
I was talking about that though. It was going on a couple of days before that too.
It was tragic. I hated it. But then Smoove brought it up a little bit earlier today. Just saying that he hasn't really seen the fruits of the $10 increase in any game. He hasn't seen anything that's like really justified it.
I agree.
And
you
right?
know what?
I
agree too. Go ahead.
But here's the question I have, right? Is what exactly does $10 extra in a game look like? That's not that much.
Budget.
But what does that look like?
I can see what Smoove talking about though. Like we haven't really experienced like I haven't played nothing where I'm like, oh, this is a next generation of a game. Like I can't see like every game we play, we be like we can see this shit being done on PS4, man. Some people say, damn, this game could be a PS3 game. What the fuck? Like what are we really playing right now? You know what I mean? So I can see what he's talking about.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with Smoove, but I'm like, what is a $10 like the difference of $10, which is what 60 to 70 because my thing is like, listen, if $70 is like where people lose their minds, right? I feel like 60 isn't that far from 70. So wouldn't you still lose to me, that's almost like losing your mind if something goes from 65 to 70. It's like, it's still not that big of a difference.
Nigga, you already heard a person on this podcast say that $10 extra is squeezing him. Squeezing his cheeks.
No,
you get what I'm saying? Like, what does $10 look like?
It's a slippery slope, though. It's a slippery slope. Yeah, it might not be not be a big difference right now, but then imagine they keep going. Like, well, y'all paid 70. What the fuck is 80? What the fuck? You know what I mean? It's just gonna keep going.
First it's a finger, then it's a thumb, then
Exactly. Eventually, game's gonna be 120 out the gate. Heaven forbid how much the special edition gonna cost. You know what I'm saying? Like, eventually you got to stop these motherfuckers. Like, all right, bro, that's just fall back
because the way I looked at it is like, okay, honestly, only in gaming, because gaming is a luxury. It's not. You don't need it for life.
No, it's not. I heard it was a necessity to life. What you talking about?
You're right. Somebody did say that. but
it's not crazy PlayStation dudes used to be.
It's not a necessity, right? But you hear the most like outrage and people damn near be ready to like have marches against $70 games and all that stuff, right? But when people are like that when it comes to gaming, but nothing else. Like with everything else, like it could be like you walk into the supermarket and an apple went from $2 to $5, and people will be like, well, nothing I can do about it. Just got to suck it up and buy it if I want the apple. Even gas prices, people been complaining about like gas prices, but
that's why I'm also moving. Gas prices, shit. Got a 25-mile commute to work, then 4 miles is much better.
But even with gas prices, people are just like, well, I'm just gonna, my wallet is just gonna be gangbanged. That's it. They just
that's a necessity though.
But that's my point.
Not something we like to do.
But hold on, people are less vocal about that stuff that are necessities than they are about video games.
They could change. They could probably change the price of video games. They complain.
Like, do you people complain about like gas, right, Blandrew? But do you see like people like they make jokes about it? Do you see them up in arms like, oh, I'm about to call my local congressman or something like that? They ain't doing nothing.
They've been up in arms against Biden.
But look though, BG,
these dudes ain't doing nothing.
We all know why this is even a topic to begin with. Game Pass. If Game Pass did not exist, this would not be a topic. And there are $70 games on Xbox. You see what I'm saying? So if Game Pass is like the lowest barrier of entry they got to these games, right? If that did not exist, there would be no argument from those. There would be no pushback. Nobody would give a fuck. It just is what it is.
Yeah, it's just weird that when it comes to the things that are necessities in life that are going up in price, people seem to be a lot more quiet than it is about video games, which are not necessities.
What are they gonna do though? But gaming companies have shown that they will bend and fold to people's outrage and complaints. I can't necessarily say a gas station gonna lower their prices because you go in the bitch. They might shoot your motherfucking ass. Like get your dumb ass out of here. Fuck.
The gas stations aren't at fault for the prices. Like they got to survive.
Yeah, of course.
Who's at fault is Joe Biden.
But here's the thing. That's what I'm saying, Oban. Like, do you think the average people in this community, you think they calling up their local congressmen or doing anything about it?
I mean, hell, you got white people storming the Capitol, so I don't know.
But the people in this community ain't doing a damn thing. That's what I'm saying. They'll be the Martin Luther King of standing up against $70 games, but gas prices they'll just suck that right up. Like, oh well, gotta deal with it. Just weird.
But here's the difference. You have to deal with gas prices. You don't have to deal with video games. Gas is a necessity. Unless you want to buy an electric car.
And gas being fucking $4, $5 a gallon is the reason they don't want the games to be 70. It's all of
Yep.
But that's my whole point. That's my whole point of being that it is a necessity. Isn't that the one you should stand up against even stronger? That's my thing. They don't stand up like.
Nigga, if they raise the price of water, you can't do shit.
You just gotta deal with it.
Hey man,
Here's
What you gonna do? Not shower?
Fight
Here's
the
a
power,
solution.
bro.
Here's a solution, BJ. You can't really deal, if a game is $70 and you want to play it, but you don't want to pay $70, wait 2 weeks. Wait 2 weeks, because most AAA games go on sale within the first month of release, believe it or not. Either wait till it go on sale and buy it, or just don't play the fucking game. Or
I agree with that.
Game Pass, or wait for Game Pass. Like, what are
I
we
agree
doing?
with
Like,
that.
I can't wait 2 weeks for gas.
What you're talking about? Well, yeah, not with gas, but what you're talking about is like if somebody is what you're talking about is what people do for everything else outside of video games. Like if you walk into a store and there's something you want, not of course not like I said, not gas, but like I don't know, you buying food or not even food, just a product you want, right? And you see the product is too high, nobody's like, oh, I want to. Besides Karens, nobody's gonna like. Have a outrage in the store and be like, "Oh, these prices are too high." They're just gonna be like, "I'm not buying this because the price is too high."
Yeah,
that's it. And they walk.
A couple weeks if it's on sale.
Exactly, and they walk out. But when it comes to video games, people have this whole think piece and have a million conversations and do all this shit.
I see what you're saying. You pretty much what you're saying is people are treating games like necessities when it's not. They can wait.
Yeah, with everything else, they just make the decision. I'm not going to buy this because I don't agree with the price. But with video games, bro, it's a whole conversation.
It's a lot easier to get in contact with these people, though. In the video game world,
bro.
I wouldn't even know where to start when it pertains to like complaining about apples at a supermarket.
You know what's funny about this too? People will rush out and buy a game that $70 and complain about it to be a part of a conversation. But the funny thing is, they won't even be playing and beating the game. They just want to own the game. So, like when Elden Ring came out, motherfuckers rushed out, bought the game, don't play it, don't beat it. They just want to be sitting in Twitter spaces and talking like they didn't play the game. Like, people are so fucking weird, bro. Like, this is.
I mean, we know this, Jack. They pretend to be women.
I'm just like, bro, imagine rushing out, buying a game you can't afford or you don't want to pay for just to be a part of something that you're not really a part of because you're not even playing like what is?
Well, I wish somebody would rush out to support and buy games that you can't afford from me. Shit.
Well,
this shit is crazy, man.
That's all I wanted to say. We can do these outros and get out of here.
We gotta read the rest of the super chats, BG.
Okay, yeah, do that. Good show.
I think we got like another one. Just make sure. Yeah, we got a couple of more.
I'm surprised you and BG's Jack haven't started Elden Ring yet. You let Smoove beat this shit before you?
Hey, man, Smoove got it, man. Smoove is a Souls guy,
I'm
man.
sorry. I'm going to rephrase that. You let Attic beat this game before you?
You hate to see it. All right. We got two more super chats. We got AG Crueler. He said, they canceled Bully 2 to do bullshit like this? Rockstar's the absolute worst, bro. I wish GTA 5 never existed. We got Lone Wolf Gamer T-Lo. He said, shout out to Smoove and his only supporter himself. Hey, yo, that's fun. Hey, that was fucked up. Why you say that?
Smoove, what level were you at when you finished Elden Ring?
165.
Holy shit.
There's people that beat that game at 80 or something.
I was 120, I think.
Knowing me, how much I farm, nigga, who knows what I'm going to be at when I beat
120
yes,
or
sir.
150
plus.
I forgot.
But how long did that game take you, Bon?
I mean, I did so many things. I could have beat it like way earlier, but the first time I fought the boss, I purposely let it kill me so I could just go back to the world and explore.
But generally speaking, your playtime when you hit the credits was how long?
Probably 120 hours.
Okay.
I probably could have finished the game in 60 or 80, easy. But like I said, I started a second playthrough already. Probably been playing for 4 hours today. I'm already like halfway through the game.
I have 3 platinum so far this year. That's already more than any other year for me. Like I don't think I've ever gotten like 3 platinums in 1 year before.
I've never got a platinum, period.
Yeah. And it's only March, so this is kind of crazy.
I've never got a platinum, period.
Yeah.
And Frozen. I don't know how many I got this year.
Got 3 plat so far, and it's
I
only
got
March.
at least
amazing year for gaming. No thanks to Xbox, huh?
2022.
Somebody just tweeted a picture of you saying go find a bridge for some reason.
1, 2, 3,
It
4.
was me that tweeted that.
I got 6 platinums this year, BG.
In what games?
Oh, damn.
Oh fuck! I just clicked them off. God damn it.
Okay, can you link me?
Horizon,
Can you link me that? Smoove?
Saifu.
All right, got you.
No, I ain't planning Sifu yet.
Are people bringing up terrible things I've said in the past to try to cancel me? I can't be canceled. I'm not big enough.
I put it on my private account. BG, you safe, BG.
BG, they said they want you to talk about me carrying you yesterday in Returnal, man. I'm reading this comment right now. Casting Mike, you want me to?
Hey, BG, I got a quick question. Was this nigga playing healer like he does The Last of Us 2, bro? Is that universal?
How can you heal somebody? Tony, shut your stupid ass up.
Here's what
this nigga was playing support. I heard he was playing support a lot.
Okay, there's the story that the community wants to hear, and then there's what really happened. Okay, well, let me tell you what really happened. Yes, Jack had to beat the final boss by himself, right? But hold on, I had to beat a boss on the previous live stream by myself.
Though the game glitched and wouldn't let me play when I.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. You
the
could
reason,
play. How did you die one hit, bro? Like
the reason why I was dead is because the rooms in Returnal that we went to previously, all the bosses were targeting. Well, all the enemies were targeting me. That happens, right? Sometimes, like it could be like 3-4 big dudes in a room, and even though there's 2 of us, they'll just target you. Right? So the AI ain't like game planning and switching up like, oh, you get Jackmove, you get BG. All these niggas was coming after me, so my health was low. So when I finally got to the boss,
you gotta play simple.
This nigga hit me once and it was over. So Jack had to beat the final boss by himself. Right? But if you listen to the live stream, I coached the hell out that nigga, dog. Listen, I coached the hell out this nigga, dog.
I picked you up twice and almost died. You remember that?
Bro, listen, no, you have to. I'm literally the greatest motivational speaker you've ever heard. The way because Jack was crying. He was like, I can't do this, bitch. I ain't gonna make it. I was like, Jack, ridiculous, man. I said, Jack, put on your big boy pants. You from Memphis. I'm gonna need you to take this boss out solo. Nigga, grow the hell up, stop crying, and body this man. And he did it. Jack literally was crying. He didn't think he could do it. And I told him he could.
I'm not man enough to beat the boss. Do it for me. I'm like, all right, beat Jack at it, bro. Shit.
Exactly. So that's what happened, but the community likes to embellish stories.
The community saw it. The community.
So what the community is gonna say is that Jack put BG on his back the entire Returnal stream, the entire game. He carried me to the promised land. Right, I was struggling. I died 85 times. Jack beat all the bosses by himself. You know how they.
Hey, listen to this too. Not to help out BG because I hate doing that, but. That final boss, kind of the easiest, kind of one of the easiest in the game. I don't know, Jack.
Co-op, Tony.
That's kind of one of the easiest.
It's different on co-op. Tony, go play the game on co-op. Tony, it's different.
They buffed him a little bit.
Different.
BG.
It's
does
way
Memphis have any pants besides big pants?
Ooh.
Oh man. There was a comeback for that, Jack.
The live chat saw it, man. They know what's going on.
Hey, BG, I just put it real quick because at the top of the episode, you told me nobody was asking about the guest, but they asked if the guest this week had that Yokio stamp on it. So you see, I had to clear that up, man.
I gotta see Tony stream Returnal.
But you ain't the one that found. See, why Tony getting credit for my guest though?
No. They ain't say if she was good or not. They just asked if they had the Yokio stamp or not. I'm just saying I had to clear that.
But she was fire. She got the BG stamp. How about that?
She got the BG. Oh, it's a questionable
Niggas
stamp.
don't respect that stamp? Okay.
That's a questionable stamp in the street.
What's coming, Tony? You and Low.
Me and Low? Oh, man.
The 2 dykes.
Huh?
What?
No, y'all should stream Returnal co-op. I want to see that.
That nigga got a 580 AMD card. That nigga ain't got no PS5. That nigga struggling, bro.
Whoa.
Why you had to pull my man's out there? Like, what's wrong?
Man, he broke his head?
Yes.
Hey, what? Hey, Low, you this TikTok dance?
Yeah, I don't even know what video cards are out anymore. Like, it's just.
So they've been saying UK video card sale price has been going down, especially aftermarket.
That's what I heard.
Yep. Hey man, we gonna make it out of this, bro. It's almost over.
You can get a 3070 Ti for now. More than I spent for a 3080, like $850.
Oh man, listen, the universe is returning to normal, bro. We gonna make it out of this. Things are gonna get back to normal.
You know how Facebook goes with the Wayback Machine and shit like that?
Yeah.
I saw a post on Facebook I wrote 10 years ago. It was question GTX 580 for $500 or two 560 Ti's for $450. Now, if you want an 80 series card, you spending close to $1,000.
True.
You,
you know what's so fire about me telling somebody to find a bridge? Is that I can easily twist that and be like, listen, I wanted him to find a bridge so he can have a nice view. Yeah, he could have he could have a nice view, you know, on a nice Sunday, just find a bridge, and maybe he wanted to drive across it, you know?
Well, you know what Rev said, if you find a bridge, you can jump off into a bunch of hot chicks, but we already know what happens with bridges in Brooklyn, so no, it's not.
I gotta ask y'all about that too, because when
I saw a free Switch by the bridge last time.
The dude earlier in the Twitter Spaces, he was like, "Man, I was just doing a social experiment so people could realize how easy it is for women to get attention." No, duh, nigga, y'all let them slide with that. Y'all like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, good point." Like, what the fuck?
Oh my god!
Did nobody call this dude? I'm like, bro, are you serious, bro?
No,
I think somebody did.
Popular than men. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Good job, brother. Like, what the fuck?
I think so. No, I think somebody said he's still nuts for that.
Get the fuck
I
out.
think Wobzilla said it.
Would whoop my ass if I tried to do that.
Y'all let that boy slide, man.
I think Wobzilla said he was insane for that.
No, Wobzilla was like, yeah, it makes perfect sense. I don't understand why you guys are questioning.
Listen, because I'm gonna be real. Listen,
a questionable name to begin with.
Because listen, I'm gonna be honest, Jack. He's an absolute weirdo, right? But here's the thing: if dudes in this community weren't as like weird, thirsty, and just trusting anybody that's a woman,
don't do Barry like that. Don't do Barry like that.
I'm not.
Here go the problem with that though. This nigga was purposely trying to entice other men. So if they
Jack. The worst part is too is that it was with his sister as well. Come on, bro. The nigga was trying.
Jack, isn't that a regular behavior? Yeah, he was catfishing men as a man.
That's on him. I can't blame the person that took
y'all forgetting it's with his sister too.
That's what I'm saying.
No, he was just using her like this. She wasn't a part of it.
Nah, that's what I'm saying, bro. So all them thirst compliments he was trying to get were to his sister. Come on, bro. This nigga's insane.
But once again, like, bro, y'all got to like, okay, yeah, he's wrong, right? He's a weirdo. But at the same time, listen, you stop trying to like talk to these sketchy people that are coming across as women.
Wasn't he DMing people?
Shokyo knows how to do it.
And there's somebody else in the community. I don't know, some other chick. She got like brunette hair. She talking about I got people hitting me up, asking me if I make certain type of content. I'm already DMing people. That's probably a dude too.
Oh yeah,
listen,
probably a dude too.
Here's the rule of thumb: if you ain't sure if it's a woman behind that account, it's probably a man. You live behind that, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, let's just leave it to the professionals like Shokyo.
Yeah, if you gotta question it, don't risk it, because it's probably some dude being a weirdo, bro.
Don't risk it, whisk it.
We like think about the women who in this community we know are women. We never been like, I don't know, I ain't too sure about that one, but we know, bro.
Definitely,
there was that one.
But in for me.
Oh, here you go, starting something.
What you mean?
What you said? I didn't even hear what you said. Probably.
I definitely wasn't questioning, right? What you mean?
Oh, okay.
So Tony, this person, was it an Xbox or a PlayStation fan?
They would be in a PlayStation. That's what they were.
They were posing as a PlayStation fan.
Yes, sir. That's what they all been doing. All the ladies around here.
No, there's been some Xbox fans.
Well, he said it like that. The ladies
around here, bro.
I think the dude is actually an Xbox gamer, though. That's the thing. Oh, it's another screenshot too, though, right? They put up the screenshot of the person that got caught, and they was like, they caught the catfish or whatever. He went on his actual account. Was like, dang, how they catch him? Did he send pictures? I praise you.
Yo, that's like the meme.
How did they find him out?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I think Stone, the chick, Stone, she figured it out somehow. I don't know how.
That's another one Barry.
Oh yeah, they found the chick picture on.
Leave Barry alone, man. Barry,
they found the chick picture on Instagram. That's how they found.
Oh yeah, okay. They probably you could. That's something that people probably should do more. You can reverse search pictures on and see where it originates from. So yeah. Hey man, another entertaining week in the community. Let's get out of here. Do these outros. Smoove. Man, still running back and forth. Jack.
Better be DoorDash and get my money.
My bad. Yeah, I realized we were like 3 hours and a half, guys.
Is it?
We still gotta do the after dark.
Fuck.
Well, Smoove, your outro.
Yep. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter.
All right.
and get my money.
Don't be a kid, Smoove. Support JiggyMerch.com. What else? That's it. Appreciate y'all for watching. There you go.
Landrew is on mute. He's not going to hear me. Bond.
Good show. Glad to be back. I'll be back on regular time. Probably not gonna be in the After Dark for the next couple times though. I got shit to do, shit to pack, shit to move, but I'll be back full time soon.
All right. Support the Weapon Wheel Patreon, so you can get that After Dark entertainment.
Support Kids Smoove.
Yes, support Kids Smoove.
Hey, BG, real quick though. You see how the guests had to, dip after an hour, and you guys, you guys were okay?
They're a different time zone.
No, I know. I'm saying this nigga BG needs to take my advice, and he don't need a guest every week, yo. I'm just trying.
Why you talk? Why in the middle of your sentence you emphasize that word? You know what I'm saying? You need a, you take my advice. What's wrong with you, bro? You good?
Making sure
You need a guest every week, bro. Do it, Tom.
Making sure my point get across. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
what's wrong with? And ain't you in the UK? So ain't it 2 a.m. for you right now?
Hey, bro, don't watch my timing, bro.
Nigga, go to bed. What's wrong with you? You want to be down with us so bad you stayed up 2 a.m, nigga?
I just had an assignment in, nigga. I just had an assignment in, man.
I'm gonna tell your girl start giving you bedtimes, nigga. You acting up crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? All right, we going after dark. We going after dark. Subscribe to that Patreon.
Shots after dark time, nigga.
Shut your mouth.
No. Right. Plenty have tried and plenty have failed. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. Bye. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know my bro king got me. See, that's a black bond that can't be broken. No Idris Elba, I'm a black bond. Aiming a scope and all black panel. You could never try playing us token. Yeah, we playing games, but now one of us playing or joking. Not at all. Oh wait. Then Jackmove came in with the trophies, God in a lane of its own. Like, how can you gamers approach me? Tell kids move to body you in Halo, then send your family an angel emoji. You should've known, dog, you ain't got enough Series X's. Blind got all the answers, no, you ain't gotta ask Siri questions. All the latest gaming news gotta be here to check it. Since 2015 and beyond, I'm just here to respect it. When you at the top of your tier, it's a blessing. From the bottom, so no way we appear to be desperate. This for anybody doubting, I'm clearing a message. And if you ever had a problem, I'm here to correct. Plenty have failed. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know what it is, man. Weapon Wheel Podcast, y'all know what we got in the building, man. We got BG. We got Kid Smoove, we got Jackmove, we got Black Bond, Blandrew, what you can't all strafe us, bro. The strafe too strong.